Number 9, Kavion Sharp.
And welcome into Glycod coverage of live Friday night football. We're at Paris, Blanton Collier Stadium. Carl Nathy, joined by KJ Davis. And KJ, we're just underway after the opening kickoff. A 12-yard run by Monty Bell sets up 1st and 10, Paris at the 41. The pass to the near sideline is complete. The catch made by Zarian Snowden, and that will be a gain of 7.
Yeah, and the Greyhounds are coming out rolling so far. As you see, picked up a first down on the first play right there. Good game by Matty Bell, and then again hitting Zarian Snowden on the out route right there. So a really good start here for the Greyhounds.
And if you see it on your screen, moving from left to right, Greyhounds are in orange. And if you notice the field, it is orange here at Claiborne Farm Field at Blanton Collier Stadium. Newport in the white uniforms. Greyhounds at the snap. The sweep, still on his feet. That's Monty Bell running hard.
Yeah, and you see a jet sweep right there into the boundary, and Monty Bell doing everything down the field right there. You see him take a big hit, but able to bounce off of it and pick up another good game.
Carvante Roper was among those in on the stop for Newport, but not before. It was a gain of 13 yards, 1st and 10, Paris at the 39 of the Wildcats. Paris took the opening kickoff at their 29-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs. Now they're in Newport territory. Signals are being called, running out of the shotgun formation. Paris quarterback Guy Turner takes the snap. Back pass on the flat, and it is complete. Catch made by Brandon Smith-Santiago.
Yeah, just a little play action right there and hitting this guy Brandon Smith-Santiago on the flat route. You see the pass a little bit behind him, but some good hands right there, able to catch with one hand and pick up a good gain on first down, bringing up a 2nd and about 5 here.
Officially 4 yards on the pickup, so 2nd and 6, and looks like Paris having no trouble moving against this Newport defense early on. A couple of guys are flanked wide to the right for the Greyhounds. 10-10 to go first quarter. That time on the fake, he tried to fake it to Monty Bell, and Brandon Smith-Santiago on the reception from Guy Turner, the quarterback. And that one looks like another first down.
Yeah, and you see Newport here coming out in a bit of a cover one man look, and again hitting this guy Brandon Smith-Santiago on the slant route right there and picking up another first down. And again, the Greyhounds here, everything clicking on the offensive side of the ball to start the game off.
They started on their own 29. Now they're at the 29 of Newport. Newport coming into the game with a 2-2 record. Paris 3-1. Both of these are Class 1A teams in Kentucky, so smaller schools. But believe you me, they play just as hard as anybody else in the state. Monty Bell carries. Monty Bell breaks it open. Finally brought down.
Yeah, Monty Bell on the inside handoff right there and making a few guys miss. And if you're Newport, you got to do a better job of tackling, especially with a guy like Monty Bell running the ball.
DeMarco Jackson finally made the play. 5'9", 130-pounder, wide receiver and defensive back, saved the day, but at the 10-yard line after a 19-yard pickup, it is first down, 1st and goal to go for Paris.
And if Newport doesn't pick it up here, it's going to be a long night. Again, the Greyhounds already in scoring territory in the red zone. Ball at the 10 and see if they can capitalize on this nice drive.
There's a snap. That time pass is incomplete.
Turner's pass intended for Monty Bell.
He wanted to get it to Bell, but looked like it might have been deflected. It'll bring up 2nd and goal right at the 10-yard line.
And again, with that same play action look and just bringing a man in the flats, that time it was Monty Bell. And again, the pass a little bit behind him, unable to connect this time.
See what Paris does as they break the huddle. Flanked wide to the right is Snowden. Monty Bell carries. Got some good yardage.
Yeah, another inside zone right there to Monty Bell. This time the defensive lineman for Newport doing a good job closing the gaps and hold him to a short gain this time.
We expect to be calling the names of Amer Isham and Ethan Coster pretty often for that Newport defense, among others. Got some standouts on that side of the ball. Sean Hurry also playing a factor. 8:27 to go. We're scoreless. It is now 3rd down and goal. And the ball is marked at about the 7-yard line for Paris, driving on Newport. Guy Turner keeping it himself.
Yeah, and it looks like he was looking for Brandon Smith-Santiago on the out route right there, but a good job by the defense right there. It looks like number 3 to DeMarco Jackson in coverage and doing a good job taking that play away and putting a halt to this good drive for the Greyhounds.
4th and 9, so Paris now will try the field goal. This will be Bruce Hayden. Be a 25-yard attempt.
And that brings in Bruce Hayden.
And Guy Turner will hold. Kick is no good. Wide to the left.
Yeah, and that's a drive right there. I know Paris had so much momentum going on that drive, and I know this one you really want to come away with points on, but really good job by the Newport defense getting the stop after giving up a good drive right there to Paris.
Well, on the kick, the kicker, Bruce Hayden for Paris, 11 of 13 on his extra points coming into the ball game. He doesn't have a field goal, and that one would have been good from 25 yards, but it was just a little bit wide left. So, taking over 1st and 10 at the 20, here are the Newport Wildcats.
Yeah, led by quarterback Kay Sharp. Let's see what Newport does on their opening drive here to start out.
Loose ball on the play. It's going to be recovered by Paris. And the quarterback, Kay Sharp, never really did get a good handle on it. One of his running backs came by looking for a fake. The ball was juggled. It went to the floor, went to the field, I should say. And Smith-Santiago with a recovery for Paris. So this is a big turn of events. They get it, looks like about the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds. And that didn't take long at all, KJ.
Yeah, it looked like just a bit of a bobbled snap right there, and unfortunately taking a bad bounce for Newport, rolling into the hands of Smith-Santiago.
See if the Greyhounds can take advantage this time. Monty Bell on the carry, gets a couple of yards, and then they decide to hold a team meeting on his body. There's a flag down after the play was over.
Yeah, and that's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and that's one you just can't have right there. Looks like he shoved number 4, Kendall Barter, to the ground right there, and that's one that's really going to hurt. It's a 15-yard penalty, especially when you're knocking at the door to score.
Get the official mark off here.
An unsportsmanlike penalty against the Greyhound.
And again, yeah, that's one that really hurts, especially when you're in the red zone like that. You were gifted a fumble and in scoring position. Now you're backed up all the way to the 20-yard line.
They mark it at the 20. It's 1st down. Looks like they need to make it to about the 3-yard line in order to get the 1st down. So we'll call it 1st and 17.
1st and 17 for Paris.
And again, you see Newport running this cover 1 look.
Turner ends up keeping it. Gets tackled down inside the 15-yard line. A flag comes down, looking like a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, not too much down the field, and good job just tucking it and running and showing off his dual threat ability right there is Guy Turner.
Tackle was by number 15, Amari Isham.
It was Amari Isham on the tackle, but just coming up a little bit too high and bringing up the penalty.
Half the distance. The gain was to the 12. This will bring it first and goal at the 5-yard line. Actually, they still have the 2nd down marker up there.
Or maybe 2nd and 3, Paris, from the 6.
I'd see what happens here. We'll call it 2nd and 3 from the 6. Guy Turner, the Paris quarterback, running out of the shotgun to his right. Great running back, Monty Bell. Now the end around and getting the ball for Paris. That is Brandon Smith Santiago. Gets inside the 5. In on the stop. Sharp.
Around the right-hand side.
And again, you see Smith Santiago on the jet sweep right there. And that's a look we've seen Parrish run a few times here. So that's something that this Newport defense needs to be prepared for. And they've done a good job stopping it so far here.
All right, let's see what they've got. They've got the ball at the 3-yard line. Looks like we're going to have a measurement. The chains are coming across. So recapping, we're just in the first quarter, 6:22 to go, no score. Paris Greyhounds at 3-1, hosting the Newport Wildcats, who came in 2-2 on the year. And this one coming to you from Blenton Collier Stadium, the home of the Orange Turf, which was installed during 2024 thanks to the sponsorship of Claiborne Farm. They're stretching out the yard marker. It doesn't look like it's quite the first down as they pinching the chain just shy of it.
Short. That will bring up 3rd and inches for the Greyhounds.
3rd and inches. The ball is just outside that 3-yard line. Paris driving after the turnover on the first offensive possession by Newport, a fumble in the backfield. And Paris trying to take advantage after they had a long drive, covered the better part of 70 yards before they had to try for a field goal, and it missed.
And this will just be a test of willpower right here, 3rd and inches. This is manpower against manpower. Let's see who's going to win.
One thing I wanted to ask you is, out of the shotgun here, sometimes you might want to see like an under the center formation, just get a quarterback sneak, get a couple inches.
Yeah, and that's a call that's always debatable, whether going under center or going in the shotgun. It's really just a matter of what you like, and as we see right there.
That was the quarterback, and that was Guy Turner.
Yeah, and it looked like he is coming up a little bit short, so like you said, in a scenario like that, you may want to see the quarterback under center and going for a quarterback sneak.
Let's see where they mark it. Looks like he does have the first down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he got the first down.
Yeah.
1st and goal to go just outside the 1-yard line. Paris Greyhounds in the home orange uniforms. Newport Wildcats in the white, trimmed with red and black. 1st and goal for the Greyhounds. Snap to Turner, hands to Bell. Bell, touchdown. Touchdown, Paris.
He had some good game tackling right there by Newport, but just better wheel by Bell, and he's able to get it in there.
Monty Bell goes in for the touchdown for the Greyhounds. They lead at 6-0. On for the extra point will be their kicker, Bruce Hayden.
And that's going to bring on Bruce Hayden to attempt the point after.
Turner will hold. Snap. The boot is up. Extra point is good by Bruce Hayden, and Paris leads 7-0 over the Wildcats. And now we're in the first quarter, 5:43 to go, 7-0 Paris over Newport. We'll return in just a moment here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Yesterday I got a chance to talk to both of the head coaches coming in, and one of the things that Newport coach Paul Wiggins is trying to do in his second year is set the culture. He feels like they've got to tighten up the discipline a little bit, and he's had a couple of problems with players no longer on the team, but he's happy with the guys he's got now. As for Paris, they came out of the gate with 3 straight wins, then ran into a buzzsaw at Somerset last week. Coach Dameron for them, Dane Dameron, doing a good job here at Paris. This is his first year at Paris, but he has a lot of experience both at the collegiate and the high school level as a high school assistant, head coach, and also a college assistant coach.
Yeah, and again, Coach Dameron doing a good job of coming out with 3 straight wins is always good. You're always going to face some competition, so you're going to hit some roadblocks, and that's where that loss came at. But doing a good job building the program up here in the first year.
The kickoff fielded by Newport, and making the run back, Dante Holder for Newport, brought down by Paris.
Yeah.
After the run back to, let's see where they'll spot the football.
Dante Holder
At the 30-yard line, it would appear.
And yeah, Holder with a really nice return right there. Get him to about the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 for Newport. And again, we barely had time to call out the quarterback, K. Sharp, number 9. And we'll see what they can do here as he has Kendall Buck Barber, number 4, beside him in the shotgun formation. Pitch out. That is Kendall Buck Barber, and the tackle by Monty Bell. Nice gain on the play.
This Paris defense is going to have to stay disciplined. As you see right there, they bring a guy in motion and then run a quarterback option the opposite way. And good job right there by Kendall Buck Barber getting some good yardage right there.
All the way out to the 42-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 for Newport. Wildcats down 7-0. Paris Greyhounds, we're coming to you from Claiborne Farm Field at Blanton Collier Stadium. Man who coached at Kentucky and later led the Cleveland Browns to the NFL championship in 1964. Grew up here in Paris. On the handoff, it goes to Kendall Buck Barber, and now he's getting the tush push. The momentum carries forward with the help of some of his offensive linemen.
Yeah, and you've seen him right there with the little shake and bake. Looks like number 3, Dexter LeVert, was in the backfield. They had a shot to tackle him, but again, hitting him with the move and breaking him down, be able to pick up some good yardage on the halfback dive right there.
Picked up about 4.5. We'll call it 2nd and 6. The ball at the 46. Flanked wide to the near side, DeMarco Jackson. Looks like a quarterback run all the way. K. Sharp keeps it for Newport.
And a good game tackle right there by Paris from Xavier Wallace and the leg number 5 also, Madi Bell. But a good gain right there by K. Sharp.
Very close to the first down, just a little bit shy. It'll be in Paris territory at the 49. Now bring 3rd and less than 1.
And from the look of it, this will be an offensive game right here. Both teams are able to move the ball with ease so far. Newport had that mistake on the first play, fumbling the ball, but other than that, their offenses looked rolling tonight.
Going out to the right is Dallas Harrington for Newport. And to the near side, DeMarco Jackson. Rest of the offense is tight. Looked like he wanted to do a quarterback draw, but gets stuck behind the line of scrimmage. Does K. Sharp, and he's thrown for the loss.
Yeah, and just not much room right there. Good job by this Paris defense getting pressure in the backfield and able to stop him on this 3rd and short.
Aiden Goff was one of the players that made the stop. Loss back to the 49 of Newport. So 4th and almost 3 for Newport. It looks like they're going to go for it. Play comes into the side from the sideline.
And a risky call going for it here on your own side of the 50-yard line.
See if they can get some of the early momentum. 3 backs along with the quarterback. Now there's motion. The pitch to Kendall Buck Barber. It cuts back, and he dives, and let's see the spot. It looks like he's got the first down.
Yeah, just barely. He was able to get it, and that was just willpower right there. Good job by number 4, Aiden Goff, bringing him down, but again, he's able to spin his way to that first down, just barely, keeping this drive going.
Real determination there. That was a tough 3.5 yards that he got. Enough for the first down. We'll call it just inside the 48 of Paris. 1st and 10 for the Newport Wildcats. Quarterback K. Sharp with Kendall Buck Barber along there with him in the backfield. Pass in the flat. The catch is made. There's some running room. Carvante Roper running for Newport, still on his feet. Won't go down. Finally, 3 Paris Greyhounds bring him down.
And that's the definition of some sharp running right there by Carvante Roper. As you see again, Newport or Parrish running a cover one man look right there and just hitting his guy Roper on the screen pass and able to make that first defender miss. And after that, it was just all willpower.
It took Trey Morrell, Monty Bell, and Braylon Francis all working together to make the stop, but not before nearly a 28-yard gain, 1st and 10 for Newport at the Paris 20.
And if you're a football fan, you have to love a game like this. A lot of exciting plays to start off here tonight.
Newport with more or less a full house backfield. Quarterback draw. Kay Sharp stays on his feet. Finally, gang tackled by Paris inside the 15-yard line.
Tavion Sharp on the quarterback draw.
Looks like the official spot will be about the 12 for 8-yard gain.
Kay Sharp showing up to some shake and bake right there. He's a tough guy to tackle, but good job eventually bringing him down by Paris.
A wiry guy listed at 6 foot, 160 pounds, but as KJ just said, he can really move his feet and put the fakes on. Flag.
Personal foul against the Greyhounds.
Flag on the play against the Greyhounds. After the play,
and the second personal foul of the game by the Greyhounds here tonight. And those are penalties that just drive Coach crazy.
Now it's going to bring up 1st and goal. And the ball is at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal from the 6.
7-0 Paris lead here late in the first quarter. Running play by Newport.
Yeah, and a left side run by Barber right there, but just nowhere to really go on that play. Good job by the Paris defense. Game tackling on the play right there.
Kendall Buck Barber, he stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So 2nd and goal from the 6 for the Greyhounds.
Chase Williams and Brazian Smith Santiago. 2nd and goal.
Going wide to the right, Dallas Harrington. Wide to the left, DeMarco Jackson. 2nd and goal from the 6. Kay Sharp faked like he was going to do a quarterback draw, but he didn't get to draw. He got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and trying to shake and bake again right there, but good job by Khalil Johnson on the tackle, not letting him escape and bringing up a big 3rd down here.
3rd and goal to go, so they can't make a 1st down. They're just about at the 8-yard line after a 2-yard loss, so 3rd and goal from the 8. Coming up for Newport, trailing 7-0. 32 seconds and running here in the first quarter. Pass batted down, incomplete.
Yeah, and Sharp with a rollout right there.
Sharp's pass is broken up.
And good job right there by number 1, Trey Morrell, breaking that one up.
Very nice play because there was a man in the area that
going to bring up 4th and goal.
I wouldn't say he was open, but had Morrell not gotten his hand up, there's a possibility of a completed touchdown pass. So now it is 4th and goal. Ball is at the 8-yard line. And Newport looks like they're going to go for it. My understanding is, as the first quarter has 22 seconds left, we'll go with this play and pick it up after we got a penalty marker or a timeout. Timeout on Newport.
Timeout.
I was going to say very quickly that we talked to Newport beforehand, and their regular kicker is no longer on the team, and those duties have gone over to Rafaldo Chun Perez. We time to take a break. 22 seconds, 21.7 in the first quarter. Paris Greyhounds 7, Newport Wildcats nothing. More coming up right here on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Carl Nathy joined by KJ Davis and our producer Scott Bama Moore alongside. You're watching high school football on Glycod. Here's the situation. The host, Paris Greyhounds 7, the Newport Wildcats nothing, but Newport has it 4th and goal at the 8. They just called a timeout, 21.7 seconds left in the first quarter. And let's see what the Newport Wildcats have up their sleeve. Rolling to his left and throwing, the pass complete. Touchdown Newport. The pass complete from K. Sharp to Sean Hurry. A big 6'3", 210-pounder. And he caught it at the 2-yard line and then barreled his way in. KJ, good power there.
Yeah, it was. And Sean Hurry, again, you said 6'3", 210, not an easy guy to tackle, and just able to force his way into the end zone right there. I like the play right there, quarterback rollout, getting this guy open in the flat and letting him do all the work after that.
And here, Newport is going to go for 2, which one of their assistant coaches I spoke with the fact that they don't have their regular kicker no longer on the team, and the kicking duties have gone to somebody else, but he said most of the time we'll probably just go for 2. Looks like we have a bad snap. The pass is intercepted, incomplete. There's again a bobble on the ball. It looked like the center was confused on the count, didn't get the ball snapped properly.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure if that was a legal play, if the center can be the first to touch it after he hikes the ball, but either way, good job by Paris getting the stop there.
So the score, the Greyhounds of Paris 7, and the Wildcats of Newport 6. 13.7 to go, first quarter.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
We thank all of our sponsors that are with us here on Glycod. This is Rivaldo Chun Perez,
The touchdown
who will be
pass was number 22, Sean Hurry.
Rivaldo Chun Perez will handle the kickoffs for Newport. Saw him warming up before the game. Deep to receive. Looks like we've got, for the Greyhounds, Brandon Smith, Santiago among those deep.
Up to kick off for the Wildcats.
Short kick. Whistle blows. I don't see a flag.
Yeah, I think he threw it back there. I think he called for a false start.
Okay, he did. Yeah, he's picking up a flag. Okay.
I guess maybe somebody moved early on the kicking team. Not too sure.
Yep, they're marking off 5 yards against Newport. Back to the 35. High school football, you kick off from the 40 as opposed to the 35 that you do in college.
And Perez is in to attempt the kick again.
Rivaldo Chun Perez kicking off for the Newport Wildcats. This one's still a hard-to-handle one. It's touched by number 6 for Paris. And falling on it, it's like Guy Turner, or was it Monty Bell? Try to get the number there. I think it was
Monty Bell.
Yeah, Monty Bell on that one, yeah. And again, Newport going with these squib kicks, deciding not to kick it deep, and Paris having some trouble fielding the kick so far to start the game.
First and 10.
First and 10 at the 28. Paris Greyhounds with a 1-point lead, 7-6. Newport scored the touchdown on the pass from K. Sharp to Sean Hurry on a 4th and goal from the 8. However, they tried to go for 2 points on the extra point try and failed. So it remains 7-6. We're still in the first quarter, 10.9 seconds. This could be the last play of quarter number 1. And good pursuit by that Newport defense as Monty Bell carried, tried to sweep it to his right side, but several Newport Wildcats there, and amongst them on the play was Braylon Griffin, assisted by a couple of teammates. That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Paris 7, Newport 6. We'll have more high school football coverage coming to you live here on Glycod.
The confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cardtown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Carl Nathy back, and I made a mistake early before we went to break. I called him KJ Davis. My partner tonight is KJ Jones. This is our first time working together, and I think I knew a KJ Davis years ago, so forgive me, partner.
Oh, you're all good. You're all good.
1st and 10 for the Paris Greyhounds now. The ball at the 24-yard line. Pass incomplete. Trying the pass that time. That was Guy Turner. Trey Morrell was the intended receiver. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 at the 24.
And it looks like he was looking for him on the slant route right there, but a really risky pass. Had about 3 defenders around him, and luckily that one just went incomplete.
Newport, winners of 2 of their first 4 games, a 2-2 record for the Wildcats. Paris won their first 3 games before losing last week. They're 3-1. Dane Dameron, the head coach at Paris, in his first year at the helm, and the second year for Newport's Paul Wiggins after a long stint at Bishop Brossart in northern Kentucky. Now it looks like we have a timeout called by Paris.
Timeout, Greyhound.
A little bit of communication problems thus far for both teams, I think, getting the plays in, but really nice setting here, Blanton Collier Stadium, and I wanted to talk about Blanton Collier while we have just a second. But Blanton Collier, coach at Kentucky, he had been an assistant under the great Paul Brown, the founder of the Cleveland Browns and later the founder of the Cincinnati Bengals. He coached there. Then he was Kentucky head coach following Bear Bryant. Not too hard to follow a coach like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Legendary. But Blanton Collier had a winning record at Kentucky, but after several years he was let go. And then a couple years later, coached the Cleveland Browns to the NFL championship in 1964. He grew up here in Paris, and the stadium's named for him, and Claiborne Farm, one of the great horse farms in Kentucky and really in the whole world, sponsored the field. So now we're back to action, 7-6. Greyhounds leading the Wildcats here early in the second quarter. Turner's pass deep, incomplete.
Turner's pass.
Yeah, that's one looks like he just launched and was hoping his guy could catch up to it. Brandon Smith-Santiago, the intended receiver, and he's a speedy guy, but I don't think speedy enough to catch up to that one.
Well, he tried to put some air under it, but just not enough. Probably threw the ball about 55 yards in the air. Strong arm. It'll bring up now 3rd down, or will it be 4th down? Okay, 4th down at the 24, so Paris doesn't get it going on this drive.
Yeah, just not a good drive at all right there for the Greyhounds. Actually losing yardage on this drive here at
Bruce
3 and out.
Hayden, punt formation, low punt. And wisely, I think, Newport lets it roll dead. Even though they'll lose some yardage, it goes to the 34. So a net actually of 42 yards from scrimmage from the 24 of Paris to the 34 of Newport. And so a 42-yard punt, even though it wasn't very high, it got the job done.
Yeah, as long as it flips the field for you, you're good.
So let's see what the Newport Wildcats can do as they trail Paris by 1. One of the things that Paris coach Dane Dameron told me on the phone yesterday, talking to him in preparation for this ball game, I said, what kind of ball game you expect? He said, I think we're mirror images of ourselves. We got scrappy guys that A lot of guys that go both ways, smaller schools, you really can't run the platoon system. And Newport coach Paul Wiggins said the same thing basically to me. So let's see what happens here with Newport. 1st and 10 at their 34. Kendall Buck Barber, with sheer determination, he would look to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, but he fought forward for about 3 yards.
Yeah, and that's a guy you can't just have one person tackle him. That's a guy you got to game tackle every time, and Paris has done a good job so far getting heads to the ball.
Pick up of 3, 2nd and 3 at the 37.
Tackle was by Brazian Smith Santiago and Aiden Goff. Gain of 3 on the play.
2nd and 7. Signals being called. 3 backs behind the quarterback. Kendall Buck Barber trying to get the extra yard. The ball was jarred loose. It's on the ground, recovered by Paris.
Yeah, looks like Dexter Leverett on the recovery right there, and Buckner Barber trying to get those extra yardage, but good job right there by Paris punching out the football, getting the big fumble.
Couple of big turnovers by Newport in this game. Let's see if their defense can hold Paris out of there. They're inside the 31. Paris 1st and 10 in the Newport 31, so the ball goes over. Not only did they lose 6 yards of field position, but it's 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds, and relatively short field now for the Greyhounds trying to build on their 7-6 lead.
Yeah, and it's been typically Newport with causing the turnovers, but getting a taste of their own medicine here tonight with 2 fumbles.
Both teams are plus in the turnover category coming into the ball game, meaning they've gotten more fumbles and interceptions than they've given up. Smith Santiago on the carry, coming from the end around. Brandon Smith Santiago, nice yardage for Paris.
Yeah, and that jet sweep has been a play that's worked really well here tonight. Smith Santiago doing a good job picking up good yardage, making defenders miss.
Sean Hurry and number 51, Amir.
We'll credit Sean Hurry with the primary tackle for that one for Newport.
And that was enough yardage for another CNR.
A gain of just a little over 10 yards. It's 1st and 10 for Paris at the Newport 20. Handoff.
Turner hands the ball off.
Monty Bell,
who fights his way.
Monty Bell doing a good job on 1st down there, getting some good yardage, staying above the sticks, picking up 5 yards there, bringing it to a 2nd and 5 here.
Officially, they mark it back at the 16, so 2nd and the better part of 6. Let's see if they go to the air or have another running play. They've been able to do a little bit of both. I think both teams are at heart running ball clubs, but they've shown the ability to get it done through the air. Wide to the right for Paris, Smith, Santiago, and Morrell. Rest of the offense is tight. Guy Turner calls signals, takes the snap, under pressure, eludes the first tackler, fights forward, finally brought down at the bottom of the pile there. Really a good tackle made by Newport. In on the play, Jonte Waller and Braylon Griffin.
Yeah, and Waller doing a good job right there, getting the pressure. Wasn't able to get the tackle the first time, but stayed with it and able to get the sack there.
Ethan Coster also on the play. Ball down to the 15, so he managed to pick up about a half a yard. Now it'll be 3rd and 5 at the 15 for Paris, deep in Newport territory. Big number 75, Cody Trumbo, the center for Paris. Timeout for the Greyhounds. And I think that's their 2nd of the half, so they should have 1 left. They'll talk things over. KJ, in terms of strategy here, anything emerging? It seems like both teams have their quarterbacks quite mobile.
Yeah, again, like you said, both teams have a mobile quarterback. The thing that sticks out, though, is Newport with the 2 turnovers. They were able to get the stop on the first drive, gave the ball up, and then Paris is able to get the score. And, again, you see here another fumble, and then Paris in scoring position again. So something that Newport needs to clean up tonight is these turnovers here.
Indeed they do. Carl Nathy with KJ Jones here from Claiborne Farm Field at Blanton Collier Stadium in Paris, Kentucky on a Friday night. Paris Greyhounds 7, Newport Wildcats 6, 8:47 to go second quarter. We go back to the action now with 3rd and 5 at the 15. Pass in the flat, complete. Guy Turner gets it to Monty Bell.
Turner's pass complete to Monty
He's got the first down and then some.
And again, that's another play that's worked really well for Parrish here tonight, is that play action, bringing the guy across to the flats and just dumping it off to him. And again, able to pick up the big first down here, bringing him into scoring position.
Ball marked at the 3, 1st and goal to go from there.
And nothing too complex that Parrish is doing here. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And again, that jet sweep and that play action with the short dump off have been 2 plays that have worked really well for Parrish here tonight.
1st and goal at the 3. Turner has it, looking in the end zone, the throw, touchdown.
And really nice accuracy right there, getting it complete to Brandon Smith-Santiago.
Play covers 3 yards.
And that is our second Dan Cummins touchdown of the evening.
Touchdown for the Paris Greyhounds. They'll go up now 13-6. Try to make it 14-6. Onto the field, their kicker, Bruce Hayden. Guy Turner, quarterback, doubles as the holder. Penalty marker down. Procedure penalty against Paris.
Against the Greyhounds.
One interesting thing, one of the special teams players, the long snapper for Paris, is a German exchange student, Felix Vickery, coming all the way from Germany, and is playing football, really his first year, and he's the long snapper, number 70. So here they try it from 5 yards further back. This will be a 25-yard attempt. The kick is up, and it's good. The point after kick is good by Bruce Hayden of Paris. Greyhounds 14, Wildcats 6, 8:16 to go, second quarter.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back to Blanton Collier Stadium in Paris. Carl Nathy with my partner KJ Jones and our producer Scott Moore on Glycod as we bring you the Paris Greyhounds and Newport Wildcats Class 1A game here in Kentucky high school football. The Greyhounds 14, the Wildcats 6, and that was a nice drive, but a relatively short one. Only had to go about 31 yards, KJ.
Yeah, again, as you said, a short drive right there. They were blessed with the turnover from Newport and able to capitalize, and all the Parrish points here tonight are off turnovers. So if the Newport keeps turning it over, the Parrish just keep on scoring the ball. Recipe to win.
All right. Special teams play, always so important in football. That was one thing that the late, great Jerry Claiborne really was emphasizing when he was the Maryland and then Kentucky head football coach. Oh, loose ball. It was bobbled by Newport way back at the 5-yard line. And now inside the 5, picking up the ball and trying to return it, Carvante Roper. It bounced through his hands initially at about the 20 or 25-yard line. He had to chase it all the way down, and that is a bad luck move by the Newport Wildcats.
Yeah, and both teams having trouble fielding the ball here on special teams so far, and Newport with a lot of mistakes here to start this game off, and then this one getting them inside their own 5-yard line with a terrible starting field position.
1st and 10 at the 4, so they'll have to go 96 yards. 8:07 to go, second quarter.
Let's see if they're able to dig themselves out of this hole here and at least make it so that they're not backed up to their own end zone.
Newport, of course, Newport High School is in Newport, Kentucky, just across the river from Cincinnati. And Paris here, when I was driving to the game, I drove through downtown Paris, and in addition to having some tributes to Secretariat, they actually have a miniature Eiffel Tower, kind of like Paris, France, except it's a little bit smaller. maybe about as I don't know, 6 or 8 foot tall instead of however high that is in Paris. I've seen it many times in pictures, but hoping to go see it in person one day. It was quite a structure over there where the Olympics were held just last year. Anyway, we got a stoppage in the play here. Officials are discussing something. I'm not quite sure what. Loose ball on the play. Speaking of officials, this year, points of emphasis, things they're looking at, anybody that's wearing illegal or improperly worn player equipment. So they're trying to make sure they have the mouth guard and all that in. Here we go with an official signal. I thought we were going to get a signal, or now we're going to have to wait for a second. Looks like offsetting penalties.
Yeah, and this is the third personal foul penalty for Paris here tonight.
One against the Wildcats. And I believe we will re-kick.
Looks like we're going to re-kick. It's kind of a break for the Newport Wildcats.
For sure. Newport definitely with a big break there because they were looking at a tough hill to climb starting off from their own 4-yard line.
We're on the rooftop of the press box here at Blanton Collier Stadium.
Bruce Hayden lines up to kick off again.
Right at the 50-yard line. So Hayden will kick off once again. We'll just redo it. No time went off the clock.
Deep for the Wildcats are Carvanta Roper and Kavion Sharp.
8:07 to go, second quarter. Anyway, you can see us there. Carl Nathy with KJ Jones. Sportsmanship and player equipment, those are a couple things the officials are watching this year, and also very much concerned with targeting. So they're keeping their eyes on that. We haven't had any of that in tonight's game yet. And there's Hayden's kickoff. This time it's going to roll, be picked up at the 1-yard line. Running it back for Newport. What a run back. Carvante Roper, talk about a change of fortune. Takes it from the 1 and goes all the way to the Paris 47 or 48. It's at the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 52-yard kickoff return. Number 5, Carvante Roper of Newport.
And a very different scenario from that last kick, and I thought Roper might have been able to take that one all the way to the house. Good job right there by the kicker, though, number 20, Bruce Hayden, able to get the stop right there. That one may have been 6.
He broke a couple of tackles on his way into Paris territory. They do move it back a yard now to the 48. 1st and 10 at the 48, so a 51-yard kickoff return. Newport in Paris territory. The snap. Quarterback keeper doesn't get any yardage, though. It was Kay Sharp running, and Monty Bell came and tackled him.
And Monty Bell is all over the field tonight. He's a guy we've called his name a lot tonight, whether on offense or defense. He's a spotlight player for sure.
No gain, 2nd and 10. Newport at the Paris 48.
And yeah, Kay Sharp right there taking the quarterback power. Thought he may have been able to get a few yardage, but again, good tracking right there by Monty Bell.
Offense comes out with 3 receivers flanked to the left, 1 to the right. Only 1 back with the quarterback. Sharp throws. He's got a man wide open. It is complete.
Yeah, it looked like DeMarco Jackson with just a dig route right between that zone, and good job by Kay Sharp, able to find him and put it right on the money.
Nice pickup by you and a nice pickup on the yardage. All the way down to the 26, so a 22-yard gain. 1st and 10 for Newport at the Paris 26-yard line.
both teams tonight having their way on offense. The defenses just haven't had any answers so far.
Newport trails by 8, 14-6. 6:40 to go, second quarter. Pitch out. That is Kendall Buck Barber. His helmet came off. He runs forward nonetheless. He's a little shaken up, more on the hand than on the head. He looks to be okay. Helmet came off, so he'll have to come to the sideline.
And that's a guy you don't want to get hurt if you're Newport here. He's a guy that's carried a big load here tonight with some strong running.
Seems to be favoring his left hand. It looks like he got hit on that hand as he went down. 26-yard line.
And number 23, Zarian Snowden.
It's basically no gain. Second down and 10, we'll call it. Now official signal for a player to come out on the defensive substitution for Paris. All right, they're rolling the clock now. 5:57 to go. Paris 14. Newport 6, second quarter. Newport with the ball in Paris territory. Carvante Roper took the handoff that time.
Just nowhere to go at all. Good job by Paris defense stuffing that run right there. They really locked down the run.
Xavier Elam in on the play amongst others for the Greyhounds. And give Chase Williams some credit. No gain, so now it's 3rd and 10. Newport at the Paris 26.
And if you're Paris, you have to be expecting some type of pass play here. So just make sure that you have your eyes locked in on your man.
Three receivers out to the right. Just one back, along with K. Sharp. Delay of game. Delay of game against Newport.
And just a penalty you can't have, especially in a 3rd and long situation. Now you're making it 3rd and even longer. Really going to be tough to pick up this first down now.
Back to the 30, just outside the 30-yard line. 3rd and long. They need to get a first down at the 16. Long pass going for the end zone. Intercepted. And running it back, Trey Morrell, who made the interception. Rather than kneeling down and taking the touchback, he elected to run it out. Makes it out to about the 8-yard line. He's brought down at that point by Dallas Harrington of Newport.
Looks like he was a little bit indecisive right there about whether he should have took a knee or ran it out, and really kind of hurt his team putting him inside the 10-yard line. But good job getting the interception right there. 3rd turnover of the night here for Newport.
1st and 10, Paris on their 9-yard line. They would have had it of the touchback if he'd taken a knee. 1st and 10 at the 20. So that's what KJ was referring to. Paris with the ball in the lead, 14-6, 4:47 to go here in the first half. We're coming to you live on Glycod from Blanton Collier Stadium in Paris, Kentucky.
The thing for Newport here is you have 3 turnovers. You're only down 1 touchdown, though, so you're still in this game.
And you'd love to keep them, if you're Newport, love to keep Paris pinned down in its own territory here. That time, end-around play, Dexter Leverett carried. He's a bruiser, 5'11", 202 for the Paris Greyhounds.
Definitely a big guy to take down. A bowling ball coming right at the defense, and good job right there getting to the outside. Just not much room to go.
Left-hand side.
Pick up just over 2 yards. It's between the 11 and 12-yard line. 2nd down, we'll call it 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2.
4:09 on a counting clock here in the second quarter. Turner's pass complete the far sideline.
And a good job getting the ball out to Zarion Snowden right there on the out route. And Guy Turner with some nice passes here this game.
Snowden's been one of his favorite targets early in the season. Looks to be again tonight. Nice play as they get the gain out to the 20. That'll be enough for a 1st and 10. They started this drive on their 9-yard line after the turnover, the interception in the end zone by Trey Morrell. He ran it out to the 9 for Paris. So 2 plays later, 1st and 10, Greyhounds on their 20-yard line. Paris 14, Newport 6 here in the second quarter. Referee's whistle, flag. Looks like false start against the Greyhounds.
We've seen a lot of procedure penalties here tonight. Some sloppy play to start off.
That will bring up 1st and 15 from the 15.
Now there's a timeout called by Paris. I think the ball is at the 20. I think there should be a 5-yard mark off on that. I don't know what's keeping that from happening.
The only thing I can think of is maybe he got the timeout before. Because I did see one referee signaling a timeout before, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, just get your guys a reset right here. This is a big drive.
The penalty the flag had been tossed, but the timeout had been called, but the head official, I don't believe, had seen it, but now one of the side judges did and had called it. Okay, so 1st and 10 at the 20. When we resume, 3:36 to go in the first half. Greyhounds with a 14-6 lead over the Wildcats. And as KJ alluded a moment ago, it's a very tight ball game, and really what Newport has had 3 turnovers. Both these teams came in the plus side with turnovers in their first 4 ball games. A net plus, but not tonight for Newport, as they've given the ball away 3 times to Paris. 1st and 10, Paris at the 20. Guy Turner in the shotgun formation. Hands it to Brandon Smith Santiago.
Again on that jet sweep is Smith Santiago. And it looks like Newport starting to see it coming and able to get the stop there.
We'll give him just about 2 yards. Ball will be at the 22. 2nd and 8.
With help from Amari Isham. Gain of 1 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 9.
.252 to go in the second quarter. 14-6 Greyhounds over the Wildcats. Handoff goes to Bell. Monty Bell will not go down. And Newport finally gets him down at about the 28-yard line. Timeout Newport. It's going to be short of the first down, but a pickup of about 6.
I'm shocked that Paris wasn't going with some tempo there as the clock started to run out to about 2.5. I see Newport taking this time out, expecting to get a stop here and get the ball back and close this deficit a little bit before half.
3rd and 2 coming up. Ball at the 28-yard line. If you tuned in and wondered about your picture, if you're streaming this game at home, no, that field is orange. It's not green, it's not red, it's not blue. Boise State has that one that looks like a lake out there in Idaho, big blue. Somebody told me that some birds sadly mistook it for a lake before they lined it when they were building that stadium. I don't know if it's true or not, but anyway. Back to this, the orange field, of course, the Greyhounds, their color is orange, and Claiborne Farm just down the road, great supporter of a lot of different schools and other things in Kentucky, and Claiborne Farm sponsored the field, and they finished it in time for the 2024 season. So everything's still in the same place, but it looks a whole lot different than it used to.
And I'm a fan of the orange. I really like it. I like stuff that stands out, and this is definitely a field that does that.
3rd and 2 at the 28. Paris, with Turner calling signals, takes the snap. He fakes it, keeps it himself, struggles forward. Let's see where his knee is down. Official coming in from the side.
It looks like he may have just barely got that one.
He got a good spot, I think.
You know, some good effort right there by Guy Turner, because it looked like he was stopped in the backfield, but able to use his strength to will his way forward for this first down and keep this drive going.
Indication is 1st and 10. Ball at the 30. And Paris trying to keep it going. 2:08 to go and counting here in the second quarter. Nice crowd on hand here at Blanton Collier Stadium. Both teams playing their 5th game of this football season. Brandon Smith-Santiago trying that sweep. He's going to go down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's a play that Paris has ran a lot tonight, running into Smith-Santiago, and that Newport defense is sniffing it out every time now. Loss of about 10 yards right there on that play, and that's one that really hurts.
Kay Sharp in on the play, along with Kendall Buck-Barber and Dallas Harrington as well. Loss of 10 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 20 at the 20 with 1:39 to go. Timeout on the field, 14-6. Greyhounds over the Wildcats. We'll have various activities coming up for you at halftime.
Timeout Newport.
And after that play, I would think that they'll just keep it conservative now, just maybe go at a few run plays, because if you're able to pick up some yards there, you're able to maybe capitalize, score a few points, and extend this lead. But losing 10 yards on a play right there, that really hurts, especially with very little time left in the first half.
Beautiful night here in Paris, Kentucky. Temperature at kickoff was 84 degrees with mostly clear skies. The sun was just about to go down shortly after we kicked off, and now the lights are on full blast here at Blanton Collier Stadium, where Paris has 14, Newport has 6, and we've got 1:39 to go here in the second quarter. They come out of the timeout. It'll be 2nd and 20 at their own 20 for the Paris Greyhounds. Snap back to Turner. He's rolling right, looking, throws to the sideline. He's got his favorite target. That's Zarian Snowden on the reception.
Turner's pass complete to Zarian.
And good job right there, picking up at least about half the yardage back, bringing up about a 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 10.
Tackle was by number 9, Kavion Sharp.
Sharp on the tackle.
We've seen a few players go down here today for both teams, and both these teams not with much depth on the roster, so any injury really hurts for both these guys.
Zarian Snowden coming into the game had 7 catches for 93 yards. I believe that was his 3rd catch of this evening. And let's get the glasses on that.
Looks like number 3, DeMarco Jackson.
Shaken up for Newport. 3rd and 10. Ball back on the 30 after the pickup of 10.
3rd and 10, Greyhounds.
1:07, now the clock running. Left here in the first half. Paris 14, Newport 6 if you're just joining us. Paris with the ball in the orange and black uniforms, Newport in the white. It is tipped and deflected. Incomplete. Nice play on the defense. That is big Sean Hurry, all 6'3", 210 pounds of him on the pass rush. And that'll bring up a 4th and 10 at the 30.
And that really worked out well for Newport, because luckily that would have been a completed pass. May have picked up the first down there, but now they'll get the ball with maybe just a little bit of time left and maybe able to at least get a field goal on the board before halftime.
Both teams have had to use some of their timeouts. In fact, I believe Paris is out, and I believe Newport may be out of timeouts. Let's see what they can do. Bruce Hayden in punt formation, and deep to receive. That's Jay Conley for Newport. There's the punt, and it's a good one. Conley fields it at the 35, cuts forward to the left. He breaks a couple of tackles, gets it out near midfield. Nice return by Jay Conley for Newport.
That was a heck of a punt, but good job right there by Conley, breaking down a few guys, getting his team ball at the 50-yard line. Yeah, 40 seconds to work with. I think that's enough time to maybe get a few dink passes and set your team up to get some kind of points.
Unofficially 35 yards on the punt, 15 yards on the punt return. 1st and 10 at midfield, 40.3 seconds. Newport Wildcats have the ball. They trail by 8. They come out of the huddle. Their quarterback is Kay Sharp. They've got trips to the right, one receiver wide left.
And you see no safety help up at top, so I'd maybe look for that seam route.
There's a long bomb. Let's see. Fighting for the ball. There's some contact, but no flag. Incomplete. The pass intended for DeMarco Jackson. He wanted the call, but he's not going to get it.
And it looked like number 8, Xavier Wallace, on the coverage right there. And I thought that very well could have been a penalty, but I guess the refs seen otherwise.
Well, pass interference is kind of like it would seem to me in basketball, some of the tough call. Now they've got a little better with the block charge, but it's kind of one of those. There's going to be some contact on almost every play, and it's just how serious is it? I guess that in that case maybe the defense got a little bit of a break.
Yeah, using pro terms, marginal contact, I think is what it was right there.
Whistles come down, and so does a flag on 2nd down and 10 at midfield.
We have a flag on the play. I believe that is delay of game against the Wildcats.
5-yard penalty goes against Newport, back to their 45. 2nd and 15, and they're 55 yards away from pay dirt with only 33 plus seconds to go. Back to pass, heavy rush, the throw. Oh, it's intercepted. And going down the sideline for the touchdown, Brandon Smith Santiago.
And he's seen that one all the way. I think Sharp just threw that one up, hoping his man would be out there, and Smith Santiago seen it the whole way.
Kendall Buck Barber tried to get him inside the 5-yard line, but he deked around him and into the end zone. Tried to get an official yardage on that, but somewhere in the vicinity of 50 yards on that interception return. What a play by Brandon Smith Santiago for the Paris Greyhounds, giving the Greyhounds now a 20-6 lead. And Bruce Hayden is on to try the point after. The hold will be by Guy Turner. And the snap by the German exchange student Felix Vickery. Kick is up. And the kick is good. The score, Paris 21, Newport 6. 23.3 to go. And we'll have more for you coming up on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people. But Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Turnovers, the big story of this ball game, KJ. Unofficially, that's the 4th turnover committed by Newport. Really cost him on that one.
It did, and when you really break it down, all of Parrish's points that came off turnovers today. So you take those turnovers out of the margin, and this is a whole different ball game for Newport. And it's really hard to win a game, especially when you have 4 turnovers in the first half.
Well, the homestanding Greyhounds will kick off. Bruce Hayden. It's a low kick, and it's going to roll all the way into the end zone for the touchback. Doesn't matter how high or how low you get it, as long as you're effective, and that one went all the way into the end zone for the touchback.
Into the end zone for a touchback.
These kickoffs, though, by both kickers have been low and hard to handle. The ball hits that artificial turf. You never know what it's going to. You don't know what it's going to do on grass, but it's seems to me even more hard to predict on some of this artificial turf.
For sure. Again, yeah, both teams having trouble fielding these kickoff returns so far.
1st and 10 at the 20. College again, and ball comes out to the 25 on a touchback, except when it's on a punt. But here in high school, the kickoff, if it goes in, comes out to the 20. 1st and 10 for Newport. Let's see if the Greyhounds can do anything with 23.3 seconds, or if they just want to run out the clock and take a knee, and that looks what they're going to do. Clock is now 18 and counting.
I think that's the best play for them right there. They're not in a terrible position. Honestly, you turn the ball over 4 times, you're only down 2 touchdowns. I think if I'm coach for Newport, I'm telling my guys, we're just beating ourselves up this game. We're still in this game. We can still win it. We just have to clean up these turnovers.
We've reached halftime. It's Paris 21 and Newport 6. We're going to continue with halftime activities. You're watching high school football live on Glycod.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man of War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryant Road in Lexington.
And welcome back live to Paris High School in Paris, Kentucky. Claiborne Farm Field here at Blanton Collier Stadium. We're at halftime. The score, the Paris Greyhounds 21 and the Newport Wildcats 6. Carl Nathy alongside KJ Jones. And KJ, your overall impressions of that first half?
I'd say sloppy. A lot of things, a lot of penalties on both teams, but really for Newport, the 4 turnovers, you just can't have that, and that's why they're trailing in this game here tonight.
And they look to have some momentum coming back their way when they made the nice stop, force the punt, get the ball back, and then it's devastating to have Brandon Smith-Santiago with an approximately 50-yard interception return. You called what he did there. How did he step in front? How did he read that play?
So it looks like K Sharp, it looks like he maybe just threw that one up. He was looking for his guy on the out route, and then Smith-Santiago, he just seen it the whole way, able to break on the ball and take it all the way back home. Like I said, it looks like maybe reading the quarterback's eyes and able to just break on the ball. Really good cornerback play right there.
And I'll tell you what, they tried in the person of Kendall Buck-Barber to throw Brandon Smith-Santiago offline at about the 5-yard line, but they couldn't do it. So as the halftime activities take place out here at Paris, 21-6. I was impressed by the hard play of both teams, the hard effort, but some powerful running by Monty Bell for Paris and Kendall Buck-Barber earlier for Newport. But they've had some ball security issues, Newport.
Yeah, both teams have had some really strong running, and both of them are doing really well. Again, I thought it was just going to be an offensive shootout, but, I mean, we've seen the defense start to pick it up a little bit. You've seen Paris going with that jet sweep a lot, and Newport able to start picking up on that and start stopping it. But, again, Newport, they just have to clean up the turnovers. I think they're right in this game, or maybe leading the game, because all of Paris's points have come off turnovers.
Paris won the toss, elected to receive, which means Newport will get the ball in the second half. If you're the Newport head coach, Paul Wiggins, what are you saying to your team now?
I'm telling them, guys, we're right in this game. Again, we're beating ourselves. It's nothing that Paris is doing that's too much for us. We've been able to stop them. We've shown it. All of their points have come off turnovers. Like, let's clean this ball game up. No turnovers in this second half, and we really got a shot to win it. And come on, let's do it, guys.
And now if you're Dane Dameron, put his hat on for Paris. What are you telling your team?
I'm telling them, come on, guys. We're stomping on their necks. We have the momentum. We just got a pick 6 before the half. Let's come out the second half. Let's get a stop. Let's get a 3 and out. Come back and score some more points and spread this lead out a little bit more.
All right, he's KJ Jones. I'm Carl Nathy. The score at halftime, Paris 21 and Newport 6. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment here on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
And we're back here at Blanton Collier Stadium, Paris, Kentucky, home of the Paris Greyhounds. And at halftime, the Greyhounds lead the Newport Wildcats by the score of 21-6. Carl Nathy alongside KJ Jones. We're going to continue to look back at the first half, but first we want to hear some more words from our friends and our favorite sponsors bringing to this football game here on Glycod.
Please give it up for Miss Josana.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
We're big fans here in Kentucky of great savings at Cartown Kia.
Score 1.9% financing on select new Kia models like 2026 Kia Sportage. Or win with 0% on 2025 Kia Sorento and Sportage.
Our team is here for your team at Cartown Kia.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
And we're back here. We just heard over the Blanton Collier loudspeakers the crowning of Miss Paris, Miss Homecoming for 2025. Joshana McGee is the winner, and quite a sight out here as my partner KJ is with me, Carl Nathy along with KJ Jones. We're here at halftime. It's 21-6 in favor of Paris over Newport. Got some other scores here to look at real quick. KJ, Bourbon County, crosstown rival of these Paris Greyhounds. They're leading at Scott. That's up in northern Kentucky, 28-14 in the second quarter, late in the second quarter. DeSales from Columbus, Ohio is playing at George Rogers Clark. That's in Winchester, 21-19. George Rogers Clark leads. 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third. Closer to home, Dunbar at Great Crossing up in Scott County. The newer school, Great Crossing 28, Dunbar 14, 3:36 to go in the second. And at halftime, Madison Central leads Scott County 21-7. All those scores here from live football coverage on Glycod. Our score 21-6, Paris over Newport at halftime. Homecoming at Blanton Collier Stadium. I think we want to take one more break. We'll be back, and we'll look forward to the second half here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
We're big fans here in Kentucky of great savings at Cartown Kia.
Score 1.9% financing on select new Kia models like 2026 Kia Sportage. Or win with 0% on 2025 Kia Sorento and Sportage.
Our team is here for your team at Cartown Kia.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back here at Blanton Collier Stadium, Claiborne Farm Field in Paris. Paris 21, Newport 6 at halftime. Carl Nathy along with KJ Jones. And it's time now to bring you a look at the first half scoring, brought to you by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today. Visit carpenters.com for more information. Obviously, Paris getting the better of it with their 21 points and their 3 touchdowns, one of which was a beautiful pass from Guy Turner to Zarian Snowden, and he got a seam in that defense. Made it another of the touchdowns, though, was a long interception return for Paris by Brandon Smith-Santiago right before the end of the first half. As far as the Newport team is concerned, they've had some nice plays. Carvante Roper, amongst others, with Kendall Buck Barber carrying the leather, Kay Sharp at quarterback, but they've just had ball security issues. But again, let's see what they can do in the second half.
Yeah, one thing I can say is that all the stars have showed up tonight. All the big guys that are big players for both teams, they've all been making big plays today. Again, as you said, just the turnovers for Newport tonight.
Well, your first half scoring presented by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today. Visit carpenters.com for more information. And we also want to mention, in case you hadn't heard the history of this field and why it's called Blanton Collier Stadium, Blanton Collier grew up in Paris. He coached under the legendary late Paul Brown, who coached the Cleveland Browns and then later founded the Cincinnati Bengals. Blanton Collier later, who grew up here in Paris, later became the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats. Had the unenviable task of following Paul Bear Bryant, but did have a winning overall record. 41 wins, 36 losses, and a couple of ties in his years as the head coach of the Wildcats. Unfortunately, for perhaps the long-term success of Kentucky football, his services were no longer required. A couple years later, he resurfaced with the Cleveland Browns, coaching to the NFL championship. So that's pretty good. And one of the players he coached, I know it's way before your time, but I remember him, Jim Brown, the late, great Jim Brown, who to this day in my mind is as good as a running back there's ever been. He's in the Hall of Fame, of course.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Jim Brown. Yeah, like you said, it's a little bit before my time for sure.
Well, I got the gray hair, not you. All right, 21-6. Paris leading. We are, let's see, just about 2 minutes away from kickoff in the second half. So we will take a break right now on Glycod. 21-6, Paris over Newport. We've got 24 minutes of football coming your way here on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
Yours truly, Carl Nathy, alongside KJ Jones here on Glycod. Our halftime score, the Paris Greyhounds lead the Newport Wildcats 21-6. We're coming to you from Blanton Collier Stadium here in Paris, Kentucky. Newport should get the ball to start the second half. Paris received the opening kickoff after winning the toss, so it should be the choice for Newport to get it in the second half. And they need to get a quick start. KJ, again, let's go back to strategy. What do? You got plenty of time left. It's a two-score game, because if you got 15 points, that's 2 touchdowns plus a 1-point conversion and a 2-point conversion. And what do you say for Newport?
I'd say just keep it simple. Don't make it complicated. Just ball security. I'd say just try to get the run game going and then try to throw some passes in there. Don't try to get too fancy with it. Just keep it simple, again, like I said, and just chop down at this lead. Don't overcomplicate anything.
And they've got to just handle the ball better. It's been some basic mistakes, and then there was that one key interception that really hurt them.
Yeah, and every turnover was just costly for them. And you had one fumble, you give the ball to him right there. And both the fumble to start off the game for Newport gave him the ball right inside the 20-yard line. They had another fumble here, gave him the ball inside their own 40. And then again, a pick six. And they said those are all super, super costly turnovers that it makes it really hard to win a game when you're helping another team out like that.
Again, if you just happen to be joining us right now on Glycod and you see the orange field, do not adjust your TV screen or your streaming device at home, because it is an orange football field. It's unique. Paris installed this in the summer of 2024 in time for last fall's football season. Sponsored by Claiborne Farm, the great horse farm, one of the great horse farms in not only Kentucky but the whole world. And just down the road here from the Paris High School football complex with Blanton Collier Stadium. We talked about the great Blanton Collier and some of the history behind him in Cleveland Brown football and Kentucky Wildcat football. The officials who come back out to the center, where there is the mascot of the Greyhound painted along the field turf, the artificial turf here. They also use this for soccer. The outline of the soccer stadium, you can see a couple of lines for that, where there's some things by the goal. The soccer field uses the whole 120 yards from goal to goal, whereas football is 100 yards with a 10-yard of the end zone. Nice setup here, though, as we're getting ready for the second half. Newport will receive, and kicking off will be Bruce Hayden for Paris.
And let's see if Newport can get a little bit better handle on the ball here. Both teams struggling to field the kickoffs there in the first half. I'd really like to see the adjustments both teams have made.
Got it teed up. Hayden moves forward. And the kick, we're underway in the second half. It'll hit on the turf. And again, it's tricky to handle. And having to just fall on top of it.
Bruce Hayden's kick
Newport.
is fielded at the 15-yard line by...
And struggled to get the opening field to field the opening kickoff here again. So let's see if they can clean up some of the other mistakes they were having in the first half.
Ball recovered. Fallen on really by Newport at the 16. 1st and 10. And shaken up a little bit on the play for Newport. Dallas Harrington looks like got hurt a little bit, number 8, going to the far sideline to be tended to. Shaken up for the Newport Wildcats. 1st and 10 at the 16. Newport in the white with the red and black trim. And Paris in the orange with the black numerals. K. Sharp takes the snap, rolls right, pitches. And Kendall Buck Barber is powering forward. He won't go down. Finally, in on the tackle, Trey Morrell, joined by his teammate. Looked like Chase Williams in on the play.
And you see they open it up there with a speed option and some good running right there by Kendall Buck Barber. And you see Parrish pulling away at that ball, but way better ball security right there, hanging on to it. And, again, keeping it simple, starting off the half with the run, getting some momentum going, chop away at this lead. You're still right here in the game.
1st and 10 after the 20-yard gain on the run by Kendall Buck Barber. He's behind his quarterback, K. Sharp. Buck Barber again. Boy, he's tough.
He is. And
gang tackled by Aiden Goff and others for Paris.
And like I said, you see Parrish really poking away at that ball now, trying to jar it loose. Got 4 turnovers in the first half and trying to keep building on that, but Newport doing a good job here so far with the ball security.
Looks like Aiden Goff, see him just limping just a little bit, but he wants to stay in there for Paris after that last tackle that he made. Gain of 4 yards, ball is at the 40, 2nd and 6 coming up for Newport. Wide to the right. Jay Conley. Quarterback run. K. Sharp driven out of bounds for the loss.
Yeah, and it looks like number 3, Dexter Leverett on the tackle right there. Actually, a gang of defenders got there, but Leverett the one to actually bring him down, but really sniffing out that quarterback power right there and getting heads to the ball.
Dexter Leverett, a solid 202 pounds for Paris. Now we got a flag going up after the play. Looks like unsportsmanlike conduct going against Newport. They had a loss of 2 on the play. Now they're going to lose 15 more.
And that's a killer penalty right there, especially after you had some pretty good positive plays, picking up some good yardage, almost to midfield, and now you're backed up back to the 23-yard line.
And now it's going to be, they had 2nd and 6. It was going to be 3rd and about 8. Now it's going to be 3rd down from their 23, 3rd and about 23 yards to go for the first down. Back to pass, screen. Kendall Buck Barber picks up a big chunk of yardage after a nice run after the short pass. Gets across the 40-yard line.
Excellent play call right there. I'd like to see Buck Barber stay to the outside right there. It looks like he had a lot more running room out there. May have been able to pick up the first down.
Got to the 41. Sorry about that. He's got 4th and 5, so he picked up about 18 yards on the play. But it looks like they're going to punt.
And I know this is kind of long, but I'll still be on the lookout for a fake right here from Paris.
Rivaldo Chun Perez is deep in punt formation. Brandon Smith Santiago to receive for Paris. 4th and 5. Newport at their 41. High snap. Here's the punt. A left foot kicker. It's blocked. Blocked. And it's recovered by Newport, but he's tackled way back at the 5-yard line.
Perez's kick is blocked by number 5.
And it looked like number 5, Maddie Bell, on the block right there. So good job getting back there. And again, just not a turnover, but still a costly thing that really is hurt Newport here, setting up Paris at about the 4 or 5 yard line.
Well, there was a lot of pressure from both Brandon Smith-Santiago and Monty Bell, as KJ said, and Bell appeared to get that hand on it, knocked it back. Newport recovered the ball, but it goes over to Paris. That's a net loss on that play from the 26 after the penalty. No, made it the 41. That's a net loss of 35. It's almost like a 35-yard punt return. First and goal now for Paris. They lead 21-6, and they have it 6 yards from the end zone at Newport end of the field. The keeper by Guy Turner, the quarterback.
Guy Turner calls his own number and heads off.
Yeah, Guy Turner on the quarterback power right there, but not really much running room.
It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 4.
They give him 2. It's marked at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Number 51, Amir Isham.
Coming over to the sideline, getting the play from his coach, Guy Turner. Head coach Dane Dameron gives Turner the play. Turner comes back to the huddle. He'll announce it to the players. 9 seconds on the play clock. Not going to have a whole lot of time to snap it. They come out and come up to the line of scrimmage, down to 3 on the play clock. They get the snap off. Trying to turn the corner, Dexter Leverett. He's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Off to Dexter Leverett.
And not really anywhere to go, and good job right there by Carvante Roper bringing him down.
Roper hits hard for a guy who's only 145 pounds or listed as such. Good ball player.
That jet sweeper play that was working at the start of the game, but so far Newport's done a good job sniffing it out and stopping him in the backfield on it.
It's 3rd and goal now, back at the 8 after the loss of 4. Big play coming up here for the Greyhounds. 3rd and goal to go. Guy Turner calls the signals. Handoff. Monty Bell, the ball's loose.
Turner hands the ball
recovered by Newport.
And Newport able to get their first fumble recovery of the game so far. This is a team that had 13 turnover recoveries so far in the year, but able to just get their first one here today.
Yeah, they were very much plus in the turnover category coming into this ball game, but now tonight they're finally getting one.
Yeah, they've been getting a little bit of a taste of their own medicine, but finally able to get their own turnover.
Well, they get it first
from their own 5.
Just outside their own 5. So basically, that was a wash. Paris had it 1st and goal from the 6, and now Newport has it 1st and goal from their just outside their own 5, just shy of the 6. But they get the ball back trailing 21-6, and that would have put the game really in a good spot for Paris. But now Newport the chance to fight back. That looked like it was Kendall Buck Barber.
Yeah, he's a guy that's been running really hard tonight and able to get them some breathing room there on 1st down.
He really runs hard. Kendall Buck Barber listed at 5'8", 177.
I feel like we've seen all the guys out here running very, very hard tonight.
Gain on the play out to the 13-yard line. We're going to call it 2nd and a short 3. Pitch out to Buck Barber. Looks for running room, has one block. He's downed. The play by Monty Bell. The ball comes loose, but the ref says he was down by contact. The knee was down before he lost the ball.
And that was a really, really close one right there. See the defender just jumped on his back and able to knock it loose. But, yeah, luckily he was on the ground, though.
The refs are discussing it. Got a replay right here.
1st and 10, Newport.
And
tackle was by number 5, Monty Bell.
They rolled him down by contact before the ball came loose. So the play gets the ball out to the 24-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Kendall Buck Barber hit by Monty Bell of Paris on that last play. So Newport 1st and 10 at the 24. Quarterback keeper, Kay Sharp, brought down as he got to the line of scrimmage. Xavier Elam.
At the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the Paris defense.
And it looks like things are getting a little chippy out there. See another flag on the play.
Flag down in the vicinity of the Newport backfield.
We have a flag on the play. It's a personal foul against the Greyhounds.
Wow. We thought it might be a...
And that will give the Wildcats first.
I thought it might have been against Newport, but it's a personal foul against the Greyhounds.
40.
And so, Paris not playing smart football here earlier in the third quarter. 6:28 to go, third quarter, 21-6 Greyhounds over the Wildcats. It's 1st and 10, just outside the 40 for Newport. As we said earlier, in 1A football, small schools, a lot of players go both ways, and we've seen that tonight. That's Buck Barber. That time a powerful tackle made.
Sharp hands the ball off.
That's the kicker, Bruce Hayden, who's also a defensive back, and he used all of his strength to bring him down.
He did, and it's always a plus if you have a kicker that can tackle like that.
Gain of 1, we'll call it.
No gain.
2nd and 9
2nd and 10
at the 41. Newport likes to put Jay Conley in motion. A lot of times they don't do it this time, but they throw out to him on the right flat. He can't handle it. Incomplete. Coming in on the coverage was Braylon Francis for Paris, but basically Conley was thrown right to him, just couldn't hang on to it. We've got a Paris player shaken up on the field.
And that'll be a big loss right there. It looks like
Brandon Smith Santiago shaken up.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Came off of the play, but he's coming off under his own power, jogging over, and he's looks to be okay from here. We'll see. He'll have to come out for a play or two.
So, yeah, that's the guy that had the pick 6 earlier in the game. So that's definitely not a defender you want to have down out the game.
Big-time football player tonight, Brandon Smith Santiago. Brajon Smith Santiago is a brother who's an offensive lineman, also plays defense. As we get back to the action, a long pass downfield. That's going to be pass interference. The pass is incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like he was looking for his guy, number 5, Carvante Roper, on the post route, and it was number 8 on the coverage, Xavier Wallace, and he was all over his back that time. The ref had to throw the flag.
Now this will be a 15-yard penalty. It's not a spot foul, as you often see, and you see it at least in pro football. You'll see it. It's a 15-yard penalty in high school and college, but going to be a nice first down for Newport as a result.
And that's the second 15-yard penalty we've seen on this drive here, so we're starting to see a lot of mistakes from Paris here in the third quarter.
Going to be marked at the 44-yard line of Paris. 1st and 10 coming up for the Newport Wildcats. 4:55 to go, third quarter. Rolling right, running into his own blocker. That's Kay Sharp. Big loss on the play.
And there's nowhere to go on the play. And again, you see things getting chippy down there. You see Kay Sharp getting a little bit of smack talk going on down there.
Hayden Goff first on the play for Paris.
I think Parrish's game plan was to contain Sharp because they did a good job closing the pocket, not allowing him to escape and use his legs.
Loss of 7. The ball goes back from the Paris 44 to the 49 of Newport. And it will bring up 2nd and 17 for the Newport Wildcats. Newport 2 wins, 2 losses coming in. Paris 3-1 on the year. Game number 5 for both squads tonight here at Blanton Collier Stadium. 2nd down. The refs stop the play for a second, and the official has to pick up a flag down in the defensive backfield. Now we're set to go. 2nd and 17. Sharp runs it, tucks it. He's got some room. He's across the 40. He's at the 30 of Paris, the 20, down to the 10, and knocked out of bounds on the play. That is Zarian Snowden made the play for Paris, and a flag is thrown at the end of the play inside the 10-yard line of Paris.
And it looked like number 23 right there on the big hit, Zarian Snowden. And again, as I said, it's getting chippy out there. And every time you're seeing K Sharp talking some smack to their team and them talking smack to him too. And if you're a football fan, this is what you love right here.
The refs don't love it, but they've got to call what they got to call. And as you say, there's been a little extra communication between both squads.
Yeah, and that just shows how much this game means. I mean, and as a coach, you love it when your guys are that into the game. You don't want them getting these penalties, but you love it when they care that much about the game. And you hope that this isn't against Newport.
Half the distance. Puts the ball just outside the 3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3 for Newport.
And as I said before, Paris have been doing a good job containing Sharp before that play. And you see why they're trying to contain him, because he has breakaway speed right there. And you see almost able to score the touchdown on the last play.
Here it is. On the handoff, Kendall Buck Barber.
And again, you see Newport, they're right back in the game, able to clean up some of those turnovers and get a big touchdown from Buck Barber right there.
So he goes in from just outside the 3-yard line for the touchdown, making it 21-12 with 3:22 to go, 3rd quarter.
And a bit of a flip of the script, as you see, this time it's Newport able to score off the turnover that Paris had. So let's see what Paris can do on their next drive and see if they can clean up that turnover.
Now, again, this is key. They need a 2-point conversion anyway, but it's a good time for Newport to go for it, trailing by 9 points. They can get it to 14 if they can get these 2. There's a flag down. They're counting the number of players out on the field. Illegal substitution. It looks like
12 men on the field.
Yep, too many men on the field. So that'll cost them. And that's a big play because, as I started to say, their regular kicker no longer with the squad. Rivaldo Chun Perez been taking the reps in practice this week and trying to be the place kicker as well as the punter. But confidence as far as his extra points not that great. But here they're going for it. They had a fake, the pass. Oh, it's little underthrown, and the 2-point conversion. He had the receiver open, but incomplete.
And you see the defenders in his face right there kind of messed up his vision to get the ball out, but that's, again, one you got to have right there, and I'm sure he wishes he could have that pass back.
Well, they went for 2. They didn't get it, so now the score, Paris 21 and Newport 12. We'll take a break. We'll continue with our high school football coverage in just a moment here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Carl Nathan and K.J. Jones back at Claiborne Farm Field at Blanton Collier Stadium in Paris, where the Wildcats of Newport have just gone and scored a touchdown, but not gotten the 2-point conversion. It's 21-12. Paris leading Newport by 9 here with 3:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. The culmination of that drive, a 3-yard score by Kendall Buck Barber, a touchdown run for Newport.
And Brandon Smith-Santiago.
And here's a squib kick. It's hit Loose ball in the play. It looks like Paris had it. Boy, that was almost like
Onside kick attempt is
it wasn't the traditional onside kick. It was a line drive, and it came there like a fastball.
Yeah, and they were this close to getting that one, and that would have really flipped the script on this game here. Luckily, Paris was able to come away with that one.
1st and 10, Paris Greyhounds as it is. They have good field position. But that was a very legal play, and the kick had gone more than 10 yards if they had if it hadn't been touched by Paris. That Newport could have fallen on it, but as it was, it caromed hard off a Paris player. It was loose on the ground for a second, but Paris recovers. 1st and 10 at their 47. 3:18 to go. The Greyhounds 21, the Wildcats of Newport 12. Here in the third quarter. Pass deflected and intercepted. It looked like big number 22. Sean Hurry got his mitt on it.
It looks like number 5, Carmonte Roper, able to actually come up away with the pick, and the script has been totally flipped here. You see Newport with 2 big turnovers to start the game off here. A lot of momentum to score the touchdown. Let's see what they can do on this drive here.
Yeah, you talk about Big Mo as they get it 1st and 10 at the 48. Just like that, the pass was thrown by Turner, deflected. It looked like by Hurry, and then intercepted by Roper. 1st and 10, Newport at the Paris 48. Newport with new life, down 9 in the ball game.
And it feels like Newport's had the ball just about this whole third quarter here. And then you get an offsides penalty. Again, Paris is starting to crumble here. They need to really snap it and get it together because this is starting to spiral out of control for them.
Encroachment against the defense. 5-yard penalty. Now 1st and 5 for Newport at the Paris 43. Kendall Buck Barber runs into a wall of tacklers.
Again, we're starting to see that chippiness as you see number 70 almost with another penalty right there. Luckily, they didn't call that, but good run by Buck Barber. Good job by the Paris defense stopping him, though.
Well, he fought hard, but actually lost yardage back to the 45. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 7. They had 1st and 5, lost it to 2nd and 7 at the 45 of Paris. Big, important possession in the ball game. It is now a 2-score game in favor of Paris. Still a 2-score game, I should say. There's a long pass, almost intercepted. The coverage looked like Bell, I believe, on the coverage of DeMarco Jackson.
I think it looked like he just threw that one up. Luckily, that wasn't another interception right there.
Correction on my part, it's Xavier and Wallace who broke it up for Paris. Nice play for him. Now they got 3rd down and 7 at the 45.
And I would assume that this is 4-down territory for Newport. Even if they don't pick it up here in the 3rd down, you're in the Paris territory on the 45-yard line.
Third and 7 at the 45. The pitch. Buck Barber. He's got the 1st down and more. Cuts back.
Buck Barber has really been running strong here, and see a player for Paris here down back behind the play. Let's hope that he's okay.
Several Paris tacklers in on the play. Shaken up was the primary tackler, Aiden Goff. And here it looks like to be a cramp on the Paris player at the 45-yard line. We'll try to get a number on that one for you.
I think it's number 5. And you can see the cramp all the way from up here. But yeah, I think that's number 5, Marty Bell. But some really good running here from Buck Barber. And running loosely with that ball there, though. I think that's something that he'll need to tuck that ball away a little bit more, especially with Paris really trying to punch it out here in the second half.
5'8", 177 pounds, Kendall Buck Barber. Picked up 16 yards. He needed 7 for the 1st down. Got it all the way from the 45 to the 29. Training staff is on the field working on Monty Bell. We'll take a break on Glycod. The score, Greyhounds 21, Wildcats 12, 2:26 to go third. Back right in a moment on Glycod.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Monty Bell back on the sideline for Paris after the cramp. Here it comes, 1st and 10 for Newport. And their quarterback, Kay Sharp, keeps it on 1st and 10 at the 29 of Paris.
Not too much running room right there. Good running by Kay Sharp, though. Looks like he tried to get to the outside, but defense did a good job putting in that wall and turning him back inside and stopping him for about a gain of about, looks like maybe 4 on the play.
Smith Santiago, Brajon Smith Santiago this time on the tackle, along with Aiden Goff. Officially, they marked the ball at the 27-yard line. So we'll give them a 2nd and 8 at the 27 for Newport in Paris territory. Paris had the better of it, had a 21-6 halftime lead, but Newport really battling back here in the second half. Pass in the right flat. Pass was complete to Newport's Dallas Harrington. The ball was taken out of his hands while he was still not yet down on the ground. Stripped the ball and taken away by Paris, and the ball goes over on the turnover.
And we see 2 Paris players down. It's number 13, Brandon Smith Santiago, with his 2nd turnover recovery of the game. But again, starting to see a lot of these Paris players cramping out here.
Well, the temperature was just about 80 degrees, 82 degrees at kickoff.
And
it's cooled off a little bit, but it's been a warm stretch here in Central Kentucky.
And this is the time when you got to get that pickle juice and water in your system. Seen a lot of guys go down with cramps here tonight.
Well, a turnover, as there's another Paris player being tended to at midfield with a cramp.
And if I'm counting correctly, I think that may be, is that the 6th turnover of the game so far, combined, 6-7 turnovers?
I believe you're right, at 6.
So we've seen a lot of action here tonight. Seen a block punt, seen a lot of fumbles, seen a pick 6.
So we have an official's timeout for injury as the Paris training staff trying to solve the cramp issue. Brandon Smith Santiago coming up with some big plays on offense and especially on defense for his team tonight. The Greyhounds get the ball back. 1st and 10 at the 21. And still now being helped up. That is Xavion Wallace for Paris. Really still having cramp issues. He comes over to the sideline.
That's also a big loss for Paris. Seen him on a couple pass breakups on the defensive side here tonight.
Monty Bell doesn't look 100% either. He's still on the sideline. He was trying to get over a cramp a couple of moments ago. He's eating a banana now after he got some water. Trying to get that potassium in there. First down, Paris. Turner keeps it. Runs forward. There's a penalty marker down on the play.
Looks like his receiver, Zarion Snowden, maybe with a hold or block in the back right there. Yeah, and that's just a killer.
We have a flag on the play.
Penalty marker is going to go against Paris.
Holding against the Greyhounds. Tackle was by number 3, DeMarco Jackson.
10 yards from the spot. 1:15 to go here in the third quarter. Paris Greyhounds 21. and the Newport Wildcats 12. A Class 1A struggle here in high school football in Kentucky.
We've only had one touchdown here in this third quarter, but I feel like we've seen so much action.
Been an entertaining ball game. First down from the 15. Pass now. Oh, what a catch by Smith Santiago.
What is it that this guy can't do? See him with a forced fumble, interception return, a one-hand catch. I mean, this guy's been doing it all here tonight.
Brandon Smith Santiago picks up yardage out to the 26.
12 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
Now we'll have 2nd down and 5. We had first and roughly about 17. He picked up about 9 yards on that play.
Number 5, Carvonta Roper.
And I would assume this would be the last play here of the third quarter.
On the handoff, ball carried by Dexter Leverett. That will end the third quarter. The score, Paris Greyhounds 21, Newport Wildcats 12. More action coming up here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
On this homecoming night at Paris Clinton Collier Stadium in Paris, Kentucky, the Paris Greyhounds lead it after 3 quarters, 21-12 over the Newport Wildcats. Carl Nathy with KJ Jones, and that quarter went to Newport, you might say, 6-0, but they had the more momentum than that, had a chance. It looked like they were going to go and score again, and then turnovers have been hurting them all night.
It's crazy. That was the best quarter for them, but they had a blocked punt and a fumble in that quarter. But again, that was their best one yet so far.
Let's see what the Paris now as they go from our left to our right. Paris in the orange with the black trim. Newport in the white uniforms with the red numerals and black trim. Third and short. That was Turner keeping it.
Guy Turner
depends on the spot.
Tries to get around the
looks like he's going to be short. Third and short.
Just unable to get around the corner there, and brings up a tough decision right here. I would imagine they have punted away, being in their own territory here.
4th and 1. Ball is spotted at the 29 of Paris. Let's see. I do not see the kicker checking into the lineup at this point.
And really,
perhaps they're going to try and draw him off sides.
Yeah, because this is a really risky call here, going for it in your own territory. And if they do decide to go, that shows the confidence coach has in his guys out there.
Play clock down to 2 seconds. False start on the offense.
Against the Greyhounds.
Greyhounds thought the movement was by the defense. But it goes against the Greyhounds, so now they will do the punt. 4th and about 6 at the 24.
For sure, yeah. I mean, this isn't in question at all. This was one you definitely got to punt away.
Bruce Hayden, who handles all the kicking duties, the extra points, field goal attempts, kickoffs, and punts. Number 20, Bruce Hayden, who not only is a kicker, but a wide receiver and a defensive back. High snap, he fields it, gets a nice punt off, driving back, Kendall Buck. Barber, who now has some running room. He's across the 40, the 30. He's going down the sideline. He's going in for the touchdown.
Really good punt right there, but bad coverage right there by Paris, and Buck Barber able to find some running room and take it all the way back. Also good blocking right there. looks like the kicker had a chance, but good blocking right there from Newport, able to free his guy up and get him the return.
It looked to me like Kendall Buck Barber might be hemmed in on that far sideline after he went about 10 yards, and then he broke into the clear, went right down to the sidelines. Don't have it officially, but somewhere in the vicinity of a 60-yard punt return for the touchdown. Now with the score, Paris 21 and Newport 18. And Newport, again, they don't have their regular kicker, and there's not a whole lot of confidence on the new guy. Besides that, they're 3 points down, so if they get a 2-point conversion, they'll be within one. 10:40 to go, fourth quarter, 21 for Paris, 18 for Newport. And the Wildcats line up to go for two.
Haven't been able to convert one so far yet tonight. Let's see if they get a different result here.
Not going to get the chance. K. Sharp is brought down. Nice play by Zarian Snowden, blitzing through there and making the tackle. So it's 21-18. Paris has 3 touchdowns, but 3 successful extra points on kicks. Newport has 3 touchdowns, but they're over as far as the conversions are concerned. And the score, Paris 21 and Newport 18, 10:40 to go, fourth quarter. Carl Nathy with KJ Jones alongside here at Blanton Collier Stadium. Quick break here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back here at Blanton Collier Stadium, onside kick attempt by Newport, successfully recovered by Zarian Snowden. The ball did go more than 10 yards, but Snowden gobbles it up for Paris, so they'll have it 1st and 10. Good field position for the Greyhounds at their 47. The score, if you're just joining us, is the Paris Greyhounds 21, Newport Wildcats 18. Paris did have a 21-6 lead, and there was actually time in the ball game in that second quarter. I believe they were in good shape. Looked like they might go up 28-6, but they didn't convert. They had their first turnover, I think, of the game at that point. And here, Newport showing a lot of fight in this second half.
And again, the main point of this game has just been turnovers.
Here's the handoff.
Looked like Monty Bell on the run right there. Not too much running room, but been the workhorse tonight, been having some strong runs.
And he's been having some cramping issues, and he looks to be limping a little bit right now.
And that's just what comes with these teams. They're smaller teams, so you have guys that have to play both sides of the ball, and having to play a whole football game can really start to wear down on you as you get into the fourth quarter.
It looks like he's okay. He's going to stay in there. The gain on the play just across midfield to the 49 of Newport. We'll call it 2nd and 6 at the Newport 49 for the Paris Greyhounds. Faking the handoff. That's Guy Turner. Looked like he was going to give it to Dexter Leverett, but kept it himself.
And yeah, I think that was the best decision right there. Seen the lane departure and just took it off. Picked up a good gain right there, bringing it to about a short and 1 to go.
Picked up 5 yards, 3rd and 1. Paris at the Newport 44. E.J. Brandt made the stop for the Wildcats of Newport. 9:22 to go on a counting clock here in the fourth quarter. Paris 21 and Newport 18. Wide to the right here for Paris, Zarian Snowden. Hand over to Monty Bell. Doesn't look like he's cramping on this one. Nice run. Brought down, and a flag is down at the end of the play. The tackle made by Cameron Follis.
And it looks like a horse collar at the end of the play, too, so going to add even more yards to that big run. Also had a little bit of extracurricular going on behind the play.
I was trying to pick up that number. It might have been Amari Isham that was flagged for the horse collar. That is the indication, a horse collar tackle.
Against the Wildcats.
And so the gain was all the way to the 29-yard line.
That'll be half the distance.
Now half the distance. They're going to have first and 10.
First and 10 from just inside the 15.
First and 10 at the 15. Paris here in the fourth quarter, leading 21-18, 9:04 to go. Calling signals, Guy Turner. Back to pass, throwing. Incomplete, out of bounds. Receivers were well covered.
Looks like he was looking for his guy, Brandon Smith-Santiago, right there, but just let it a little bit too out of bounds.
Zarian Snowden was also there, but there was good defensive coverage by that backfield of the Newport Wildcats. Brings up second and 10. Paris at the Newport 15-yard line.
Yeah, the last time Paris had the ball this close, they turned the ball over. Let's see what they do here on this drive.
Big center for Paris. Cody Trumbo over the ball. Snap it about 5 yards back to Turner. A handoff. Monty Bell. And the tackle made by Amari Isham.
Good job right there, filling the hole and not letting him pick up any more yards, because that one could have broke right there. We know how strong of a runner Monty Ball is.
Also in on the play was Amir Isham, twin brother of Amari.
Tackle was by Amari Isham.
The gain is to the 13-yard line.
And Amir
Going to be
Isham.
third down now. Ball just outside the 13, third, about 8. Pass out of bounds, incomplete.
You see the quarterback roll out to the left right there. It looks like he was trying to hit his guy on an out route, but a good job, good coverage right there from Newport. Also good job by the lineman putting the pressure on Turner and forced him to just throw that one away, bringing up a fourth down here.
Sean Hurry, number 22, and number 71, Ryder Brewer, applying that pressure for Newport. And that makes it fourth down. About 8 to go. Ball is at the 13. Here's a decision. Looks like Paris is going to go for it. Ooh, double reverse. And a pass, maybe? Nope. Brandon Smith-Santiago is stopped. Does he get to the first down marker, or is he short? Had to get to just about the 5-yard line. Nice gain on the play.
I like the trickery right there. I'm not sure if he got it, though. It's a close call here.
The officials are going to call for a measurement. Bring the chains across.
And this is a game-changing call right here. If Paris got it, then they're well within scoring position. And if Newport, if they're able to stop them, this gives them the ball back, only down by 3.
Neither team seems to have a whole lot of confidence in terms of a field goal of any kind of length. So field goal or an extra point in the case for Newport. But in this case, they tried one from about 30 yards earlier in the game by their kicker, Bruce Hayden, who has successfully made 3 extra point kicks. And the ball goes over on downs. The measurement says he's inches short. Newport holds.
Football is a game of inches, and that shows clearly right there. Barely just short, giving the ball back to Newport.
Wow.
Greyhounds turn the ball over on downs.
Fourth down. And they can't convert it by inches. First and 10, Newport.
This Newport defense gave up 21 points in the first half. Actually 14 and then the pick 6, but they've done a good job shutting out Paris here in the second half.
Well, now this is a big series for Newport. They've got the momentum on their side, but they have 95 yards to go. First and 10 at their 5-yard line, just outside the 5. And now Paris which seemed to be well in control of this ball game, now is going to have to fight on defense to stay on the upside. Play clock is at 20 seconds. They're trying to signal something in from the sidelines. K. Sharp, the quarterback, takes it. Handing it off to the big guy, Kendall Buck Barber.
They're just playing it safe, just going with a simple run play. You got Buck Barber, your workhorse, and you know he's going to get you a few yards every time he touches the ball.
Xavier Elam on defense tried to make that play, and he looks to be banged up a little bit. He's trying to get either a cramp or a hurt leg, but he's going to stay in there. He's okay. He's moving better right now. The net gain on the play of a couple of yards. 2nd and 8 at the 7. Timeout, Newport. As much as you hate to use the timeout, you want to save it for the end of the ball game, you can't afford mistakes deep in your own territory.
For sure, because you're right there. If you're able to get a score on this drive, you're able to either tie it up or take the lead. So definitely got to make sure you have all your ducks in a row on this drive here.
Paris 21, Newport 18. We'll continue on Glycod right after this.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 at the 7. The pitch back. Buck Barber breaking tackles, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Ball, he's ruled down by contact at the 7.
Some strong running, and I mean, guess who it was on the tackle there again? Brandon Smith-Santiago.
Another Paris Greyhound shaken up on the play, laying on his back. Not sure if it's a cramp or something else.
By number 13, Brandon Smith-Santiago.
They're losing a guy just about every play here.
I can't confirm it, but it looks like it might be Braylon Francis that has a cramp for Paris. Training staff tending to him at the 5-yard line. Newport's own 5-yard line. There was no gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Ball's going to be at the 7-yard line when play resumes, but it's about the 4th or 5th time we've had a player for one team or the other down with a cramp. It seems to be hitting Paris a little harder than Newport in terms of the dehydration or whatever that might be causing the cramp.
And I think that's what both coaches have stressed to their guys this week is hydration. You got to get your water in.
Water in your Powerade or Gatorade. Let's see. As the number gets up, that's the big fella for Paris. That's Brajon Smith-Santiago, who is the brother of Brandon Smith-Santiago. Brajon, a big fella, 57, comes out. And he'll be on the sideline for a minute. He's taking some liquid right now. All right, here we go. Big play. Ball in the 7, 3rd and 8 for Newport.
3rd and 9, Newport.
Pitch back, now a pass. Oh, it's batted down in the end zone. Buck Barber's pass batted down incomplete. They were going to go deep.
I'm not sure if
it was a nice thought, but that's a tough play to run out of your own end zone.
It is, and I was going to say, I'm not sure if I was a big fan of running that play right there in your own end zone. That was almost a disastrous play right there, and if you give up a safety right there, you give the ball right back to Paris too, so really questionable call there. Luckily to come out of that one safely,
now it's
though.
4th down and 8 yards to go, the ball at the 7-yard line, and now we're going to get a punt And again, this is the young kicker, Rivaldo Shun Perez.
In punt formation for the Wildcats.
And deep to receive, Brandon Smith Santiago. Newport with an extra man coming out onto the field. Let's count them. Look to be okay. They were one short. Now they're ready to go. Nope. Now we got an illegal substitution.
Delay a game.
Half the distance.
Against the Wildcats, that would be half the distance to the goal.
And this Paris team already blocked one punt. Now you see that Newport with not too much room to get this ball off. Let's see if they can get another block here.
Left-footed kicker. Punt comes out, bounces at the 25-yard line, rolls back towards Newport territory. So it's downed by the Wildcats' Dante Holder of Newport at the 24, but that is going to be a net punt of some 21 yards. So 1st and 10, Paris at the Newport 24. Big break for the Greyhounds.
And a really short field here to work with for the Greyhounds. Let's see if they can get some kind of points here. If they're able to get a touchdown, that may well be the nail in the coffin for Newport here.
6:36 to go, fourth quarter. Paris breaks the huddle. Having something tended to on the chain on the far sideline. Official has stopped the play, and now looks like they have it. Let's see, do they have it rectified? Yes, they do. All right. 1st and 10, Paris with the ball. After the punt from Newport, Paris has it at the Newport 24-yard line. Quarterback Guy Turner calls out the signals. Hand off to Brandon Smith Santiago and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Beautiful tackle made on the play by Newport.
Looked like a Mireille Isham. Good job holding the edge right there and keeping Smith Santiago from getting any more yardage. We know how dangerous of a player he is.
4-yard loss on the play, drives it back to the 28, so 2nd and 14.
4 on the play, 2nd and 14 for the Greyhounds.
Paris with trips to the left and one wide receiver to the right. Now, timeout on the field called by Paris.
Timeout, Greyhound.
Their head coach, Dane Dameron. And we're going to take a break on Glycod with a score. Greyhounds 21, Wildcats 18. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Carl Nathy alongside KJ Jones and our producer Scott Moore at Paris High School in Paris, Kentucky. Blanton Collier Stadium, Claiborne Farm Field. The orange field here, the artificial turf in orange instead of green. Here it is, 2nd and 14, Paris at the 28 of Newport. Ball is pitched out in the flat and caught by Maddie Bell from Guy Turner.
And again, we have another Paris player down after that play.
We'll get the number on that in just a moment. The play went for, looks like, 6 yards from the 28 down to the 22.
Looks like we have a gain of about 5, bringing up 3rd and 8.
We're screened out. We can't quite get the number of the player who's down for Paris. Coaching staff and trainers are there looking at him. Kind of obscuring the number at the moment. So the gain of 6 yards on a 2nd and 14. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for Paris on the Newport 22. Paris player shaken up. That is a big player. Brandon Smith-Santiago comes off to the sideline. Appears to be getting back to being okay as he runs off the field under his own power. Jogs off. He'll have to sit out for a play. Morrell is widest to the left, Snowden wide to the right. 3rd and 8 at the 22. Turner, he's going to get caught behind the line of scrimmage and brought down. The final nail on that tackle made by Sean Hurry, but a couple of other players for Newport in there as well.
He's going to lose a good chunk of yardage on the play right there.
Loss of about 5 on the
And again, good job by Newport stonewalling this Paris offense in the second half. They haven't been able to get any points on the board here.
That took it back outside the 28-yard line, so a loss of 6. Instead of 3rd and 8, now we have 4th and 14. They have to get the first down just past the 15-yard line.
And they're going to go for it. 4th and 14.
Back to pass. Turner under pressure. Now he's going to throw long to the end zone. There's coverage. It's broken up, incomplete.
Turner's pass intended for Brandon Smith-Santiago.
Looked like Kay Sharp on the coverage.
Incomplete in the end zone.
And I tell you what, he smartly just knocked the ball down rather than try to intercept it. He might have had a chance at the interception, but then it would have been 1st and 10 at the 20. And now they got it 1st and 10, the ball closer to their 29-yard line.
I was thinking they may have tried to intercept that one as well, and I was thinking, yeah, that'll hurt your team right there. The only time a pick could actually hurt you. Looks like he was looking for Smith-Santiago down there, but just too many Newport defenders.
Well, the ball goes over on downs for Newport. They trail 21-18, 4:43 to go in the ball game. Newport now 71 yards away from pay dirt, trailing by only 3 here to the homestanding Paris Greyhounds. Pitch out, Kendall Buck Barber runs across the 30-yard line.
And if I'm Newport, I think the recipe is just getting the ball to Buck Barber on this drive. And again, we're seeing another player get up slowly. It looks like Smith-Santiago getting up slow for Newport on the play. But again, I think the recipe is just getting the ball to Kendall Buck Barber on this possession here. He's been their workhorse tonight and really carried this team.
Gain of 2. 2nd and 8, ball at the 31-yard line. Quarterback Kay Sharp. Pass in the flat. It's complete. Running the ball nicely. And gaining big yardage for Newport, DeMarco Jackson.
And I swear, I feel like every guy tonight has been running super hard. These guys put their head down, and it's been taking 2 or 3 defenders to take them down every time. And again, you see a screen play right there. Maybe about 5 defenders miss on that play.
28 yards unofficially from the 31 down to the 41. And credit the final tackle to Braylon Francis. Had to really wrestle him down, but a great play by DeMarco Jackson on the pass from Kay Sharp. Sharp rolls right. Tackled from behind. Coaches for Newport, I think, want the horse collar.
And he took a really big hit right there. It looks like he was hit by 2 guys. And let's hope that he's okay.
Let's see, he's being tended to.
With help from Monty Bell.
This time it's not a cramp. It's some other form of injury. It's a hard tackle.
And you just hate to see an injury like that, especially when you're coming down to crunch time in a close game like this, and they really have a chance to get the win here.
21-18, Paris leads Newport. If you're just joining us, we've got 3:31 to go, fourth quarter. We have a timeout for injury at the moment. The ball is sitting right now at the 42-yard line. That was a loss of 1 on the play. We're going to take a break on Glycod, be back. It's 21-18. Paris leads Newport. 3:31 to go, fourth quarter. Back on Glycod in just a moment.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back to the action. The pitch out went to Buck Barber. There's a flag down the play. Big loss. Checking out because of the injury, quarterback Kay Sharp was out taking the direct snap on that last play. In effect, as a quarterback was Jay Conley, number 21. He pitched it to Buck Barber.
And it looks like a sideline warning on Newport here. It's going to sideline interference. It's going to back them up even more. And it looks like Kay Sharp, he's back in there. He's a strong guy. He's going to fight it out for his team here.
Greyhounds declined the penalty. That's going to bring up second.
Apparently just a warning.
For the Wildcats.
Loss on the play back to the 49, second and 17. Kay Sharp back to pass, throws. Nice catch! DeMarco Jackson.
And it looks like he's able to take it all the way. Big play right there.
We don't see a signal yet. We don't see the signal.
Sharp's pass complete.
Yeah, it looks like he was able to score the touchdown. Hell of a comeback here tonight for these Wildcats.
Unbelievable run by DeMarco Jackson after he caught that pass.
He gets close to the end zone. I haven't seen if he scored yet.
And you have to love the fight here from Newport. After the first half they had 4 turnovers, able to come back,
was a touchdown.
Get it together on defense, have completely stonewalled this Paris offense, and able to, again, as I say, get this big comeback and take the lead here in the second half. Down 21-6, and now they're up.
24-21.
Well, I'll tell you what, we never did see the signal until just a moment ago, but the official did make it official. Touchdown, play covered, 49 yards, and a nice pass from Kay Sharp to DeMarco Jackson. 49-yard touchdown, and now they're going to go for 2, up 24-21. They'll try to put it out of field goal range. Big snap, loose ball, and
on the
two-point conversion, no good. So Newport leads 24-21 over Paris. Newport has 4 touchdowns. Paris has 3. Paris with 3 successful extra point kicks. Newport has gone for 2 because they really don't have a kicking game for tonight with their regular kicker being off the team. And they've scored 4 touchdowns but only lead 24-21. So 2:52 to go, fourth quarter. A lot can still happen. Looked like that pass from Kay Sharp to DeMarco Jackson. The coverage was pretty good, but the ball was thrown like to the outside shoulder, and then Jackson took it and cut downfield, and just beautiful run. Now the kickoff will come by Rivaldo Chun Perez.
And
down the middle of the field. That's Smith Santiago cutting to the near sideline, being forced out of bounds. The tackle made by Dallas Harrington.
And if you're Guy Turner, I think this is the exact position you want to be in. You have a chance to lead your team down the field and get a game-winning touchdown, at least get them in a position to go to overtime.
2:45 to go. Paris has it 1st and 10 at the 43. Good field position.
And this
nice
has been
run back.
This has been an awesome football game here tonight. Really a tale of two halves, as you've seen Paris really controlling the first half, and as you've seen Newport really controlling this second half here.
All right, at quarterback for Paris, Guy Turner. Back to pass, throwing deep. Got a man open, but just overthrown. Pass intended for Zarian Snowden. The coverage by Jay Conley.
And it looks like Snowden may have had a step on him right there. Ball just a little bit out of grasp for him. Trying to go for it all on one play.
2nd and 10, Paris at the 43 as Newport, for the first time in the ball game, takes the lead 24-21.
And I think if you're Paris, you still have to be methodical here. You don't want to keep going for it all in one play. You still got to pick up a first down here.
2nd and 10. Greyhounds up to the line of scrimmage. There's the shotgun snap, the pass. Throws it incomplete in the direction of Monty Bell. But Monty Bell was not open, so he threw it into the ground wisely. Does not get called for intentional grounding because he had a receiver in the area. But it brings up 3rd and 10. Paris with the ball at the 43-yard line.
And Paris really letting this one slip away from him here. They were in complete control at one point and now just grasping for air.
Well, if you're Newport, you've still got to stop them 2 more downs because you're definitely in 4-town territory in the ball game. Back to pass. Turner looking, throwing. It's way up there. There's coverage. And it is intercepted. Intercepted by Newport.
And good job.
And it looks like number 9, K Sharp.
K Sharp doing it all here tonight. The quarterback getting the big pick here at the end of the game.
Wildcats will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Wow. Long pass. It was up there for a long time. And Sharp able to get possession, got in position, and then got possession on the intended receiver.
And I think that's their 3rd turnover here this half. Again, the storyline of this game has been turnovers. Turnover, turnover, turnover.
More turnovers committed by Newport the first half, and now more in the second half by Paris. It's 24-21. Newport, loose ball on the field, picked up. And running forward is Newport. He's going to get a first down. Wow. Ball was loose on the ground for a moment.
And Sharp.
And that was the quarterback, K Sharp.
And he's one heck of a competitor. He's really put the team on his back here tonight.
He gets a first down yardage. It's 1st and 10. They had the ball 1st and 10 and just outside their 20. Now they have it 1st and 10 at their 33, and Paris has called a timeout. 24-21. Newport Wildcats ahead of the Paris Greyhounds with 2:19 to go. And Paris had a 7-0 lead. Then the ball game was 7-6, 14-6, 21-6, 21-12, 21-18, 24-21. No extra points scored by Newport in the entire course of the ball game. 3 extra point kicks, good by Paris, but 4 touchdowns to 3, but it's only a 3-point lead.
And if Paris lets this one slip away, this is going to be one that haunts them for a long time. They've had so many opportunities to score. They had an opportunity down here when they turned it over on downs. Then they had an opportunity earlier in the 3rd quarter when they had a fumble.
1st and 10 at the 33 for Newport in their own territory. That's Buck Barber on the carry. Takes 4 or 5 men to try and bring him down. Gets the tush push across the 35, but they're going to mark him down at about the 37-yard line.
And I think it took just about all 11 players from Paris to get him down on that play.
Timeout, Greyhound.
Getting up from the bottom of the pile, Dexter Leverett. We'll call him the primary tackler. Another timeout.
That will bring up 2nd and 5.
Stops the clock with 2:06.
It's amazing how the tides have turned here in this second half, as we've seen Paris in control just about the whole game, and now they're on the back end fighting to try to win this game.
Well, wanted to go back to some of what I learned talking to the coaches yesterday in preparation for this telecast. Newport's coach, Paul Wiggins, talked a lot to me about changing the culture of the program. He's had some discipline issues. There's some people that are no longer on the team. But he said to have long-term success, you need to have everybody going in the right direction, and you need to have the right culture. He had that for many years at Bishop Brossart, where he was coach, and quite successful there. So he's trying to turn this program. They had a very good first year under him last year, and this year they're 2-2, trying to make it 3-2. Newport with the ball. 2nd down at their 37.
And Sharp losing a lot of yardage, and I think this is...
Oh, he stays on his feet before he gets knocked out of bounds.
And I think you would want him to be standing bounds right there. I think they'll say contact was in bounds, so they'll keep... Actually, they are stopping the clock, but yeah, it's a play right there. If you're Sharp, you want to stay in bounds, let this clock continue to bleed down.
Well, Braylon Francis could have had him tackled for a loss, it looked like, but he was able to escape him. Gets the ball out to the 40. It's 3rd and 3. The ball at the 40, 1:52 to go. It is Paris trailing Newport. Newport 24, Paris 21 here in the 4th quarter. Now timeout called. Clock was already stopped at Newport. Going to call a timeout and make sure they have their ducks in a row. This is a huge play. If they make a first down, they can take the knee, basically, and just run the clock out.
Yeah, so if you're Paris, you got to send everything you can at this Newport offense on this play.
What is it they say, KJ, about it? It's never over till it's over. That's a case in point with this ball game, isn't it?
It definitely is, especially in a 3-point game right here. Until that clock goes to 0, you can't let your foot off the pedal at all. And a lot of these guys out here banged up. We've seen so many players hurt. This has been a hard-fought battle here tonight.
Yes, indeed, and a lot of cramping under the... It feels very comfortable now, but it was in the low 80s at kickoff time at 7:30 tonight. So the Paris Greyhounds on homecoming 2025 here at Blanton Collier Stadium, Claiborne Farm Field in Paris, Kentucky. Newport now 3rd and 3 on the Newport 40, going up against the Greyhounds on defense. The snap. The pass, a flip. It's complete. Caught by big number 22, Sean Hurry. Tries to fight forward for the first down. He's going to be stopped short. In on the tackle for Paris, Brandon Smith-Santiago, among others.
And if you're Newport, the thought has to be in your mind to go ahead and get this first down and end this game here. I mean, you have 4th and short.
Clock it running now, 1:23 to go. Paris, we don't have it up on the scoreboard, but I think they have burned all their timeouts. So the clock is going to run. I imagine what Newport's going to do is run that clock down as far as they can and get it down to about 1:01. And now they'll call timeout. 1:02 officially. They've got a 4th down play coming up.
Timeout, Newport.
We'll take a break on Glycod. Be right back.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Carl Nathy alongside KJ Jones and our producer Scott Moore. Here's the reset. 1:02 to go, fourth quarter. And Newport 24, Paris 21, and it's 4th and 1. Let's see if they try and draw them off sides, KJ. Oh, the tackle made coming through, Monty Bell.
And he just stonewalled him right there, and actually may have hurt him.
Oh, he knocked K. Sharp hard to the ground. The call, Sharp just was rolling out to the right. As a keeper all the way. I think what he wanted to do was run out to the right and try and get some clock while he also made the first down. But now the ball goes over on downs. And the quarterback, K. Sharp, also an outstanding defensive back for Newport, is hurt. 58.2 seconds to go. Paris is going to have the football.
This is the definition of a nail biter right here. Paris ball down 3, 58 seconds to go. In scoring position.
Right now the ball is marked at the 39-yard line.
And I think on that last play,
I think
on that last play it had to be a whiffed block though. Let's take a look here. Yeah, and as you see, Marty Ball is coming right through unblocked, able to get the big stop right there and get the ball back to his team.
So it's 1st and 10. Paris now at the Newport 39-yard line. 58.2 to go. Paris out of timeouts. And their quarterback can't get the pass off Guy Turner. He scrambles forward for a yard or so. Clock running. 45 seconds. Okay, they spike the ball. That stops the clock with 40.7, but they also use it down.
Yeah, and that's a questionable call right there because now you're in a 3rd and long position, whereas maybe you just need to run a quick play right there. So, I don't know, that play could have hurt him.
So it is 3rd down now. 3rd and 10. And the ball is at the 39.
And you have to know that you're in 4-down territory here, so don't try to go for it all on one play. Don't throw a deep ball if it's not there. If it's not there, just take something maybe 5-6 yards as you know you have another down to try and get it. And I would assume you have 2 plays called in the huddle right now, too.
Back to pass. Throws, and Brandon Smith. Santiago cannot haul it in. He had first down and then some inside the 20-yard line, but could not hang on.
And that hurt so bad. A guy that's had such a good game today, and this with a costly drop right there. I think that's maybe his first drop of the game and comes in such a costly time in the game.
Here's the situation. 4th down. Ball at the 39. 4th and 10. Paris in Newport territory. 34.3 seconds. Paris has to make a first down in order to keep this game going. First down or a touchdown, but 34.3 seconds, no timeouts left. They come to the line of scrimmage now.
And
4th and 10.
I would assume he's going to be looking for Snowden. That's been his main guy here tonight. Let's see. Look, tries to hit him on an out route. Let's see if he gets it to him. Oh, and a good job by the defense breaking it up right there.
You called the play. KJ called the play, and it was Snowden, but he was well covered. Couldn't hang on. On the coverage for Newport, E.J. Brandt was there, among others.
And this is one that's going to hurt for Paris tonight. You had so many opportunities, and then you have a drop pass by Smith Santiago, who has played an absolute terrific game tonight, and then you try to hit your main guy Snowden right there. But I think the defense knew what was coming, and good job by number 21, Jaden Conley, just sitting on that hitch route right there and able to make a big play and help get the ball back to his offense. I mean, this has been an amazing gameplay by both teams here tonight. Both teams fought really hard. Just unfortunately, somebody has to win the game and somebody has to lose.
Well, I compliment how you pre-read that play because that's been his big target, one of them, and he had him. But the coverage was good, and it's almost like Newport was just in the right place at the right time. But it looked like all the time he was going for Snowden on that play.
Yeah, I mean, you have to know in a big-time situation, you're going to go to your best guy. And Snowden is that safety net for Guy Turner back there, and he looked for him, but this thing able to come away with it. And
First and 10. And Newport takes a knee. It's 22 seconds and running. Looks like it's going to be a final score of Newport 24, Paris 21. The coaches walk across to meet at midfield. Great win for Newport. The Wildcats coached by Paul Wiggins, and a tough loss for Dane Dameron, the head coach, and his Paris Greyhounds. What a ball game.
And I think resilience is the key word to describe this game. You can't ask for a better comeback for Newport here, and you can't ask for much more from your guys if you're Coach Paul Wiggins. I mean, your guys were down 21-6 at halftime, 4 turnovers in the first half. You got a pick 6, and you're able to come out in the second half, stonewall this good Paris offense, didn't give up any points, and able to pull out a heck of a comeback win here. Just amazing.
Well, now both teams move to 3-2 on the season. The final score, Newport 24, Paris 21. Back with more coming up with our post-game activities on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Carl Nathy back here live alongside KJ Jones at Blanton Collier Stadium in Paris, Kentucky. And tonight we had a whale of a ball game. Turnover prone, but very exciting, especially for Newport to come back and win it. Newport 24, Paris 21. And KJ, we had action tonight.
We did. I mean, just from start to finish, nothing but action. I mean, even when the teams weren't scoring, you still seen a lot of action. And I think this was an amazing one. If you're a true football fan, I don't think you could be disappointed with how this game went.
Hard fought. It seemed to be getting a little chippy at times, but I thought that was cleaned up by the end. The officials did a good job of keeping it together for the most part. There was a lot of cramping, particularly on the Paris side, as a lot of their guys went two ways, but so did Newport. And Newport, with a key third-quarter touchdown by Kendall Buck Barber, he ran the ball hard all night. Yards after hit, yards after for initial contact for him was terrific tonight.
Yeah, it was. And, I mean, he really put the team on his back. He did have a few fumbles, but he made up for it with how hard he was running. And, I mean, every time he got the ball, I feel like he was getting positive yardage. So I don't think you could have asked for a much better game from him here tonight.
Now, the game-winning play was K. Sharp to DeMarco Jackson. Long touchdown catch and run play covering in the vicinity of almost 60 yards. And that one was the one that put them over the top, 24.
Listen up. In a world over.
Coming up on Glycod, we'll have more post-game activities in just a second. The final score is Newport 24, Paris 21 on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
We're big fans here in Kentucky of great savings at Cartown Kia.
Start the season with a win with savings on an incredible lineup of hot new Kias. Like 2025 Kia Sorento, just $269 a month or buy for 0% financing. Or drive home a new 2025 Kia Seltos, just $209 a month. And win big on hot new 2025 Kia K4. Yours for just $169 a month. $169 a month.
Our team is here for your team at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Well, we're just recapping tonight. Our final score was Newport, the visitors, and the Newport Wildcats from Northern Kentucky coming into Paris and beating the Paris Greyhounds 24-21. As far as the scoring, Paris went up 7-0, got the extra point by their kicker, Hayden. Newport made it 7-6, went for 2, didn't make it. Paris would have 2 more first-half touchdowns to go up 21-6, and then the second half, all the scoring was done by Newport. 18 points, 4 touchdowns for them, but no extra points as they failed on all of their 2-point conversions. Paris did get the 3 extra points, successful kicks by Bruce Hayden, but 24-21, and as we mentioned before, the key scoring play, K. Sharp completing the pass to DeMarco Jackson, who broke down the sideline, long catch and run for what proved to be the winning score for the Newport Wildcats. And the scoring summary is brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 369, bringing you the scoring summary. KJ Jones alongside, and you talked about the players, and I wanted you to pick the outstanding players of the game, which you did. We're going to get to those in just a moment. I think it's time for one more break on Glycod. 24-21 our final. Paris losing to Newport. Newport 24, Paris 21.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenters Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
And back here at Blanton Collier Stadium, Carl Nathy alongside KJ Jones. We wanted to mention that you can see from Glycod that we've got a ticker running on your screen with some of the final scores in tonight's high school football action right here in Paris. It was Newport, the visitors, the Newport Wildcats 24 and the Paris Greyhounds 21. So both teams now with 3 wins and 2 losses on the year. Time now for our most outstanding players presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. And our outstanding players tonight, first of all, for the home team, the Paris Greyhounds, Brandon Smith Santiago. He impressed you a lot, KJ.
He did. I mean, he was a guy, we were calling his name all night long. He had a forced fumble. He had a pick return. He had a one-handed catch. I mean, he was just everywhere on the field tonight. And, I mean, hats off to him. He really did his thing out there tonight.
And then for Newport, we went with Kendall Buck Barber, and talk about the heart of a champion.
Yeah, that guy, he really willed his team to this win here tonight because, I mean, you can't do anything without the run game, and he was just running all through that Paris defense tonight, and whenever they needed a big play or a big run, he was there to step up and make that play for them here tonight.
Our thanks to Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment for bringing you tonight's most outstanding players of the game. A look at next week's schedule brought to you by New Vista. They see the good ahead at New Vista. And you can see some of those games that we'll have on Glycod. It's been a joy working with KJ Jones tonight and with our producer Scott Moore. His son Hudson helping us out as well. And a big night here for Newport. Impressive performance as Newport comes back to defeat Paris 24-21. All of our sponsors have been great. Don Franklin with the scores and so much more. We really appreciate the sponsorship throughout the year here on Glycod. Carl Nathy and KJ Jones, and I can't say if are we on screen now? We're on? I guess we are. Okay. It's getting dark up here. But the orange field is bright with the lights, but KJ, final thoughts on the game?
Action-packed. I mean, I loved every second of it. As I said, if you're a football fan, you had to have loved this game right here. I mean, just big play after big play. We've seen a punt block, again, a pick six. We've seen some deep shots down the field. I mean, just all-around good football here tonight. And like I said, I loved every second of it.
All right, so the Newport Wildcats move to 3 wins and 2 losses. Paris drops to 3 wins and 2 losses. Once again, your final score, Newport 24, Paris 21. So I think that's going to wrap it up for KJ Jones and our producer Scott Moore. I'm Carl Nathy saying so long from Claiborne Farm Field at Blanton Collier Stadium. The final score, the Newport Wildcats 24, the Paris Greyhounds 21. Good night from Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Man of War Harley-Davidson. 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt. Keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.